black tide that blotted out the sky surrounded the city walls. The soldiers manning the walls, battered from
Okay. We're back. You're probably wondering, hey, why are you back? Where's Game Central Junction? It didn't work out, scheduling-wise. Marsupial couldn't be here. So, instead, we're doing another game stream shortly for tonight, and we're hopping back into Star Rail. Why are we hopping into Star Rail? Because I already closed out ZZZ and I didn't want to start it back up again, that's why.
Shattered into pieces amidst the swords dance.
Hey Kefnet, how's it going? It's going. I managed to eat. I did make sure I stopped and ate. We were supposed to do our talk show. It just didn't work out. So Game Central Junction has been moved back to its normal schedule next week. That is what's happening now.
Separated from its school glimpse of faint glow, it will swim toward the light. The Swordmaster clasped the commander's
and we will play, I don't know, as much Star Rail as we can in the time that we have. Maybe we'll do 2 to 3 hours to go with the 4-hour stream we did earlier today. Hey Mike, the final collab set for the Magic the Gathering next year got announced. It's going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's cool. They are doing a little too many collabs, but still, that's a cool one. Can't complain.
During the banquet after the battle, the Weaver tailored for her a splendid dress, and the commander poured her honey brew. Her golden-blooded comrades gathered about her, chanting her new name, urging her to play that splendid music. The candlelight
I just need to grab all the info.
Drink, swords and song ringing out in unison. Yet none knew that was once a lonely melody from the deep sea.
I really wish YouTube would add the game title to the category when you're in gaming. Or not YouTube, it's PlayStation should be the one doing that, but they don't.
Whispers of conspiracies were buried.
So I have to add this stuff manually every single time.
Lethal struggle shattered the music.
Oh well, I'm getting used to it by now. It's not the
Legend holds that they who bear the weight of a pillar shall one day return to where it stands. Those who tug at the earth shall end amongst.
We also got the gear somewhat done finally on Evernight. Nice. Chess piece is really bad. As long is it at least main stat? Did you get your? Okay, well you could do 2, I guess. Either crit damage, because you don't need a crit rate chess piece on her at all, or HP percent. Which one did you go with, and did you get your main stat that you wanted?
Stir as futile bubbles at the bottom of a glass. Many years later, the song once played by that swordmaster was played by future generations in the Holy City. The people knew the demigod of the seas was still a noble captain. She possessed peerless swordsmanship.
Okay, you went with crit damage. I think that's the better one to go with, I think. Just because it's so easy to get HP percent in your substats, it pops up all the time. I think I went with crit damage. It's definitely a lot easier to get enough HP percent in your subs than it is to get crit damage in your subs. Though you completely avoided it while rolling. Keep at it though. I do think it would definitely, if you roll it enough, you will get crit damage with speed and HP subs faster than you will get HP with speed and crit damage subs.
When entering the flame chases
oh, cool.
currents for the
I was able to navigate that without even being in the same room or looking at the screen.
Colorful fish. She had already
take that muscle memory. Actually, I should be thinking muscle memory.
Games. She had long grown used to the giant beast's silent face. Carminum's charms and Helcalithist's gentleness warmed her like a spring breeze. But as Phagorus missed his throne and Bromalis debated with joy, she was sometimes at a loss. Occasionally, the Swordmaster would sink into hesitation, and even that messenger of fate could not get her to laugh. Till one day, a golden trap.
Okay, I think this is a good tweet. You know, it's very, it's actually almost more Razor language, right? Scheduling issue. Canceled Game Central Junction this week. More Star Rail instead. Come.
Led to her a maiden dressed in glamorous gowns.
Short, sweet, to the point.
What kind of clothes are you even wearing?
The girl snickered behind her hand, while the messenger pulled on her sleeve.
Aggie, don't be rude!
Such hubris, delicate fish. Are you not aware that there's food on your face?
The messenger's eyes opened wide.
She's like, aren't you aware that you're an idiot? Ugh.
Exposing me like this.
Overall, Fables says the build is around a A+. Nice. I have not bothered to check
The Swordmaster
what
smiled,
anyone says.
and before she knew it,
You know what? Since I'm at the computer still and we're listening to this stuff, let me go to Relic Score and see what they say. Since I already
after
have my
that
information on
first
that one.
meeting, the richly dressed girl often came in greeting.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one.
So, you really came from the Sea of Souls?
I need the other UID.
Do all the children of the ocean
Let me
dress
go to
up
Enka
like
so I can
this?
copy my UID faster.
The Swordmaster did not chase the girl
I'm
away.
gonna jump through all these hoops
but
just to be able to get
also
different
did
things.
not respond.
Here we go.
So the girl used her
Pop.
hands
Oh, by the
to
way,
meticulously
off stream
measure the Swordmaster's
yesterday,
torso
after
all
things were
around.
slightly better, even though we didn't stream,
Can't be
I
seen
got
like
E2.
this.
So we have
I'll
E2
send
S1
you a
every
new
night now.
dress.
Some days later, the Swordmaster appeared in finery at a ball. All were awed by her splendor, with only the Imperator thinking in
I took her into
How rare to see
the
you like
APOC
this.
because I still hadn't bothered
Oh,
to
so
beat it.
lonely, Gladius.
the
On
Swordmaster's
the
wardrobe
turnover
grew
between the
full,
phases, you know, after you
and
break
people praised
Pollux for the
Arcanum's
first time,
Goldweaver's
I
achievements
had
and splendid
way too much
skill.
Memoria, and I think I
But
did like
only the Swordmaster
3.5 million
noticed
damage,
the smile on the
which is
girl's
obviously
face
it's inflated
gradually
APOC number
faded
because of
as
the
flame
vulnerability
chased
they
the
get
breast.
while they're broken, but still it was very,
Calamity
very
of lands
satisfying to see.
asunder added to the girl's weariness. The battle of the grove robbed the light from the girl's
Okay,
eyes.
what are they rating?
Yet another feast arrived where the gold weaver
Okay,
was absent.
apparently
The
they're not
Swordmaster
rating it.
donned the most majestic
I guess they don't have
and
their
gently knocked
analysis
on
for
that
Evernight ready. Okay, I guess
time.
we'll try the other one. We'll try the
singing voice
Fribbles.
of Dux Gladiorum hailed the prelude of the feast. Guests clamored and cups
11 million? Great, man, that sounds great.
Had no thought of enjoying the ambrosia.
Who would have thought? I've sunk so low that I need you to comfort me.
She gave a bitter chuckle next to the bonfire.
You were as
Okay,
busy as the
let's
bedrock
look.
of the ocean when we first met.
Yeah, I only have a B+ right now.
The Swordmaster held a tall chalice containing liquid pure, reflecting their two faces.
I remember you were once curious about the stories under the sea. Then allow me to use my songs to reveal the past known to none.
Actually, I don't even think I have a B+. I have to, let me fix the characters that they're scoring
Was a
it with.
kingdom of dancing ghosts. Its residents all had melodious voices, And
because I don't have half of the stuff they want me to have.
Ocean current. For the queen loved her people deeply. Thus,
Well, watch, after I
drowned
fix
all
this, it's B.
sorrows,
I probably just have a flat
leaving
B.
only feasts and twirls. Only one rocky castle was silent. One belonging to the princess of the ocean. A princess.
Oh, no,
named
still B+.
Electra.
Okay. Yep, that's what I got so far.
Were a monster of the depths to invade, the princess would raise her sword to engage. The people always ran.
Also, hello,
her
Zeka.
charms
I
before
read your
she
comment. I
returned,
don't think I said
for
hello.
her swordsmanship
Not that you
was
have to say
superior.
hello to every individual
Never
person that
suffered
comes in, but we get so few people in the chat. I do want to say hello personally.
Princess, come enjoy the
You guys,
feast
you
with
guys
us.
are lucky. If for some reason we ever get more people in chat,
Raised their glasses
you came here early enough to get personal hellos.
with a smile and a wave. The children of the sea thought she was shy, but little did they know that in the dead of night, her castle too echoed with music. Though that music was loud, twisted, and
I don't know what my
invoked
highest
spite.
score is.
Before a song
If I were to imagine, let me
finished,
look at my wrap up.
Princess was
My wrap up
already
might be my
biting
highest
her
scored
lips,
one.
and the sea foam rushed away her tears.
Let me
All of your
click.
people sing and dance with skill. So why do
Oh, wait,
you
no, that would be on my
like
personal
good
account.
singing voice?
This is probably the highest one on this account. This account's not very.
Wept, her face
very strong at all.
on its knees.
The ocean's favorite child can control
Well,
the waves and is invincible.
I think my
in
Kafka might be an
battle.
A+.
In exchange,
That's not bad.
Talantin took away your singing voice.
The queen
Let me
consoled
make an
the
adjustment.
princess,
See if it actually is an
caressing
A+.
the other's hair bun. Finally, she relented and took a chalice.
If you're truly troubled, then imbibe the
know
honey
like what I
brew
have on
in this blessed chalice and throw yourself into the feast at ease.
The liquid in the cup sat still, reflecting her loneliness.
Princess, come sing with us.
The people outside her window
Okay, yeah,
invited her
still an A+.
warmly still.
Okay, I think my Kafka team, my E2 Kafka is probably my highest rated
Drinking
individual
down all the
character.
honey brew in one swallow and leaped into the crowds. She played music and sang, smiling and dreaming.
In terms of actual usability,
When
even
the
a B
song
is fine.
was over,
Yeah, I know.
It felt as if
I know.
waking from a dream. The people rushed to raise their glasses.
I think,
But as
at
soon
least
as
based
the
on,
honey brew touched
because
her
I don't
lips,
use Fribbles a
the
lot,
princess plummeted to the ground.
but I'd
and
have to
her
go look at my
cheeks
main
became
account. Based on my
rosy
relic
and
score one, I
breathless.
usually have an S for most of the characters I run all the time. But on that account, I've
The whispers
ran
of the
everything
ocean
multiple
filled
times.
her ears as the princess
This account
fell
pretty much
drunk
exists for stream.
again and again,
It's lucky that I
favored
spend the time to do
feast.
dailies, just because they're really quick.
Seems like you still have not been able to get rid of that curse.
So it's nowhere near as built.
Old weavers
Though it's
softly
way
took
luckier,
the
so
cup
it's
away
got
from her
probably
hand.
much better
If
characters.
you want to enjoy yourself to the fullest, then leave this honey brew till the very end.
She smiled, then tilted the
Like,
cup
we won-
towards the gold weaver's lips.
The last 9 50-50s in a row on this account,
I beg
I'm
you to remember
really scared.
not to refuse that sip filled with fancy
Either we're
dreams.
bound to lose one soon, statistically speaking, or it is genuinely stealing the luck from my other accounts. Like the fact that I lose the 50-50 basically every time in ZZZ.
She returned home after many years. The princess of
S-
the ocean
S
stood
plus on
alone
Saber.
with her
That's
sword
great.
drawn, stepping over the blooming blood of her peers. Before her, the creator of the sea sirens and the mother goddess of feasts was already sinking into the drunkenness of imminent.
Okay, this is going to be the last as I've written before we actually get into things. It's not the last one we have. I just I want to save more for future streams. They're just really good to let run while I'm sharing out the link and stuff.
Of the law won over the ocean's core flame. The sea once again lost her melodious voice.
I don't know.
I'm willing to accept.
I don't know if I want to walk back over there just to plug it into the website.
But it is.
But if you want to drop it, I will.
Ultimately a mirage.
The deep sea
Or I guess I could pull up your profile in the profile search here. That's also an option.
Hermes, Electra locked herself in. Savage and fearsome monsters swam past her, but none dared to interrupt her tragic dream. Till one day, a golden trout's bubbles floated into her gloomy waters.
Long time no see, Gladius.
Oh, you got the Herda?
I see.
Nice, nice. Yeah, that is going to be a
Now you
huge
have
improvement for an
truly
ice-only
become
account.
Ocean's bedrock.
Old friends met again, and new friends
Yeah, at least an ice-only
in greed.
team at this current point in time is
Many messengers came
viable.
in company.
You know, you can't necessarily say that
Hid
for
by
every
golden
element
trout.
in this game, every
The
type.
butterfly of the deadly shadow fluttered in courtesy.
If you don't mind,
The resplendent pearl sparkled.
we hope you can regain your strength and sing for the world once again.
Yeah, we can look at a couple.
Raised her violent
I don't mind.
sword in doubt.
Because we're not going to make that much
Strings long
progress
ago rusted.
in this stream anyway compared to a normal one, because it's not going to be
Golden
more than like
strands
2 to 3 hours
cleansed
long.
all the filth around her, then stretched
I'll just after we're done with this as I've written, I'll go open up what is it, the friend menu, and you could do a profile search through that.
That the world she loved was not yet silent, and the journey of deliverance continued still. Yet the path to the sea of stars
I guarantee
would
any
not
account
be a carefree
that
place.
has actually had anybody regularly playing on it
The golden
should
trout
look better than the
never
account we're
met
playing
her
on.
again, and the waves brought endless news of sorrow.
Free to play or not.
The long wait, she remained bound by decree. All the flames had died out, extinguished until this world fell into eternal silence.
You get to see your
And the
poorly
wordless
built
enemy
hyacinth.
in the
But
deep
my
sea
hyacinth is on two piece
offers
just to meet the speed threshold.
the Theors.
You know.
You already know.
Don't feel bad about yours. It's probably still better than mine.
The sea siren gazed out beyond the heavens and once more raised her glass.
Ah, so you're going for the HP percent with double crit.
Since the mirage of pleasures can only disappear like
I think that's the harder one, I think, to get your stats on it. But obviously, if you can boost your HP even higher, it's better. You're going for the long
This
fish.
was a city
You're
of
deep sea
festivities,
fishing there.
where never-ceasing songs eternally filled the air. Chrysosers, demigods, and
I might
mortals
eventually.
all came to feast from the
I gotta
four
farm that
corners of
domain
the world.
for both her and Dan Hong anyway. I might as well just spend a lot of time in there.
And radiant, performing the sea siren's drama amidst the revelry. The siren once
Yeah,
longed
for Hyacinth
the
it's 200.
battle
I know.
to never end.
That's why I'm on two piece. I'm like
She
2-piece speed,
witnessed
2-piece
the
speed,
music fade.
just to be able to break it.
Guests disperse. As
It's
a
rough.
fish, she was destined to drift with the waves, whether amidst the surging tides of evil or immersed in the currents of the
Technically, I
stormy
guess.
sea.
No, I'm not.
Until a
Because I don't
millennium
think
later,
her planar
when
orbs
the
give
fish
speed, right?
from beyond the sky.
Because you
found
technically could be on a
themselves in
third
the sea.
2-piece speed.
I enjoy banquets. How about you, little Grey Fry?
4-piece warrior goddess gets the job done, even if it's not on the stat screen. Yeah, I think if you even get the stats, I don't know if any of the ones I've farmed have speed subs at all. The growth set gives speed? Okay. So technically I'm on 2-piece, 2-piece, 2-piece speed. Oh, wait, whoa, no, back. We want these. It's one of those things where, because she's so useful and I'll use her for everything, I will occasionally go back and farm the domain until I finally get the pieces I need, but for now, it's just not happening. Okay, where is the search button? Is it under friend requests? No. Let me look. Everything looks really weird on here. This. Here we go. That's the button. Okay, let me look. Yours was 619. 393. Uh, 955. Okay. Let's look at your stuff. Okay. I guess we can actually go in here and view the details. What are your idolins at? E2? Got it. Cool. It's a lot of crit. That's a lot of crit. Did you have that much crit by accident? Because, like, I don't know, who are you running or with? Because you're going to get like 10% when Mem's on her, right? What do you mean, what's going on? I did leave a notification in several places, Fizz. Game Central Junction got canceled because Marsupio couldn't make it, so we're just back to playing some games. That's what's going on. Oh, you're running Castress. Okay, that makes sense. So she's not going to be getting the buff from Mem. Okay. Because I'm like, you get 35% when she enters battle. Castress is the one that's going to be getting the buff. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. That's what. Well, I know like the 35%. That's why I was like, that's a lot though, because you're going to add another 10 on top, but she's not getting it. Yeah. I'm running mine as main DPS. That's why I'm thinking. And you don't use RMC on team anyway. Okay. Yeah. No, that'll make sense. Yeah, I'm sure Tribby is better than RMC. I don't have Tribby on either account. I wanted her. She just wouldn't come. Tribby's just a good universal support. Yeah. See, yeah, this was pretty good. She also gives herself a lot. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm only halfway through this myself. E6. Yeah, you're blowing shit up, aren't you? Oh, that's crazy. And I'm sure you're using action advance, so you don't even have to care about speed at all. Oh. That's nuts. Here, almost 4,000 attack. Oh, whoa. One hit KO'd Kokolia's phase 1. That is nuts. That is why on my main account, like, I've just not pulled anything but Saber. Like, I can't afford to wail, so I'm wailing through time. And, I'm just not pulling on anything until that banner disappears. That's the only thing I'm pulling on. Because we don't know if that's ever getting a rerun again. It's like, I will get all of that before I worry about all these characters I know will rerun. That's like, let's see. Review the other ones? Yeah, they just hop in another list. Let's see what your Castress at. Casters ain't even the main DPS on your team. She's a sub DPS now. You're gonna get E2 next time? Yeah, that'll make up most of the difference. Yeah. My heart still goes out to Zila. I would love to lose to some Zila. Like, if I have to lose a 50-50, I would love to get her now. That's an option. I already have S1 from her first banner. I never got her light cone, though. Which is like almost a universal hunt light cone, so it's like, man, I wouldn't mind losing to that light cone. Oh, wait, let's look. Do. Zila's your favorite character in Hoyoverse? Nice. I really liked her in HI3. Especially her split personality stuff that I guess to some degree March has going on now. I guess it's a little more than a split personality. That's understating what's going on there. But you know, as a trope, it's close enough. And I'm glad that they brought her in with Bronya, because it'd be kind of wrong to keep them apart. All right. Well, that's some good stuff. Let's look at the other one. You know what? You can say no. I'm going to send the friend request. I want to see how much your stuff pops. Oh, no, wrong button. Let's see. Let me go find... Where's the other one? Here we go. 618. 215. Oops, 793. Okay, Kef, let's see what's going on with you. You know, you're kind of like wasting space by having Casterus in 2 of these slots and Phynon, you know? Like, you know, when it comes to API stuff, you could get more results if you didn't have them in both places. Just letting you know if you weren't aware. Oh, you know what? I didn't even read the bio. I was, yeah, like I just my mind went straight past that. Yeah, this dot is trash while having an E4 Hysolence. To be fair, you're not wrong though. Like, it's much better now since it's got the support, but come on, how long is it going to be good? At the rate that they're increasing everything in the game. Like, they're going to have to give it another buff in a year anyway. I love Dot, though. It's one of my favorite playstyles. Like, in any game. Let's see. Let's look at your stuff. You're not even... not playing Dot ever? you just have... What would you say? User in? On your Saber team. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. I'm sure you're probably already getting past the threshold in battle, though, so it's probably not an issue, right? I'll tell you, all of you have way more light cones than I do. Just straight up. No, we already looked at him. thought I went to Fei Xiao. Just jump me over to him anyway? Whatever. Okay. Wait. Actually, here's a real question. Who do you run Fei Xiao with? And I think we've talked about this before. You're trying to still edge up the final crit rate you're missing because, man, you know with this character, if it's not 100%, you're probably missing some. She outperforms E1 S1 Robin in that position? That's crazy. Is some of that from her Eidolons? Because I know some of it is just in her base kit. I just don't remember if all of it is. Because we have a really scuffed saber on this account, and I wouldn't mind running that, but if some is from the Eidolons, it probably isn't worth it. Damage percent and res shred are from Eidolon. So everything else, this still might be worth trying. At some point. The real thing I judge is if somebody has something in their, like, Starfaring Companion roster and they don't have their traces nearly maxed out. It's just, like, these are the characters you like. You could at least max out the stuff that gives you guaranteed damage, you know? So these are all good. Oh. Just as I say that. Didn't mean to put you on the spot by saying that, just as I turned the page. I get it, she's still kind of new. It does take a long time to farm the traces. Okay, so you have E4. I would say, if you're still using Bronya, and maybe she's just here because you've had her forever and you like showing Bronya off, right? But, correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't her E4 follow-up talent scale off of her attack? Maybe you just don't use it a lot. It is kind of negligible damage. But still, if I had E4, that would be maxed out. I think at least on one. I think I have her completely maxed out too. I'm weird though. You know, don't take my word for it. You know, don't trust my advice on this, because I could totally have much better gear if I wasn't so crazy that I have to max out every single trace on a character, even the ones they don't really need. Anyway, I think that's enough of that for now. Let me. Also, anybody can feel free to, if you see the UID, to add this account as a friend.
Are those?
I will pretty much accept anything until the friends list is full.
Data?
Well, let's get into the actual gameplay.
The whirlpool of remembrance. Bottomless and unfathomable.
Oh, that's cool. So it's all tied to the zone. I like that. I think I already kind of knew that, or at least I figured it was that way.
Behind this mist must
I
be
didn't really
Evernight's
bother to
domain.
read her kit. I'm like, it's a dot character.
Ready?
I'm sure she's just going to work fine without me
Once we
having
step
to know how she
inside,
works with
I'm
Kafka.
afraid there'll be no turning
If I
back.
was going to use her with other characters, I probably would have read more into her kit. But I really only ever planned on using her with Kafka.
March
And I think
7th is surely
you
the
can
day
let
to
her
see this
auto
again.
with Kafka, and it's like no
Let's
problem
go.
whatsoever.
On the Trailblaze, no one gets left behind.
I think the only thing I bothered to go in and read specifically was her talent, because I was trying to figure out what sustain I wanted to run with her. And it's like, oh, okay, so any time anyone in the party hits somebody, it will add a dot. Why would I not just use Hyacinth with them, if she's available? Kafka is shit. I love Kafka,
know
though.
exactly where that fear comes from. The Evernight is a mimetic entity's natural nemesis. They will swallow you whole.
We got E2 on her first banner.
Finger.
Not even really
I am
trying,
the
it just
Guardian's
came.
enemy. never denied that fact.
I have to say, Miss Evernight, you've certainly got a unique way of protecting people. At least she's still willing to talk. Is it because I disobeyed the garden's rules? Maybe I still have a chance.
No. I don't think you do.
That's rude, March.
Very elegant to spy on.
You'd rather chop off your toes than pull Kafka? Well, I mean, thankfully you don't have to. You know, people just pull whoever they like.
Beautiful memo keeper. The least you could do is answer some of my questions.
Why should I do that? So you can buy more time and send a message to your companions?
And here I thought you were already.
I'm waiting for 5-star Sampo.
I am.
I heard rumors is happening. I don't even believe it's true.
They have defeated Terravon.
I don't even want to believe it's true. But I'm still waiting for 5-star Sampo anyway.
Don't tell me that's part of your plan, too.
It's not. But I'll make good use of it. Fighting alone against an entire world, even I might miss something.
You have the luxury of getting to pull for whoever the hell you want. Yeah. I mean, technically, everyone does.
Just like right now.
I guess maybe less so free-to-play people that actually care about clearing literally everything. They're the only people who don't get to pull who they want.
For memories remains pure. Unlike those memo snatchers.
If you don't care about clearing everything,
your most
and you don't even have to be a whale, right? You can just pull the people you like anyway.
Yet to be tainted by the garden's
and half the people probably still will at least get minimal results for clear.
But I still don't understand why you kidnapped me.
Except for the new one.
Well,
being a whale like yourself might be like the few people that could just pull who they want and clear the anomaly arbitration. That's a little steeper of a challenge.
This ruin buried deep underground is called the Kernel, in the language of erudition. But I gave it a friendlier name. The Heart of Amphorius.
See, Captain China.
The nameless Titan.
Can't decide whether it should be a man or a woman.
Just how important
I don't know. Flip a coin.
has been in this world.
Roll a die. That's a good way to come to a decision. Force you to be creative if you just stick with whatever it says. You have the diamond frame from Zero Cycling the King? Sheesh.
You've been hiding here all this time.
That's right. Curious about how I discovered this place?
Not even strong enough for Prime? I'm sure. I'm sure like some of the only people that are strong enough to do the Unweakened King are people who wail even harder and they have like E6, S5 of everyone in their team.
The beginning?
Do you still remember how 3 paths are said to intertwine in Amphorius? That 3 entities, each comparable to an emanator.
Yeah, for the Leviathans, the turbo whales, the Bahamuts floating through the sky.
Iron Tomb. And
that's right. To this day, there have been no signs of the entity.
It's for that one guy who dropped I have no idea, $100,000 or whatever it would have cost for him to buy hundreds of Bright and May like Acheron light cones. It's for people like him.
To peek into this world. But there was always a power in the memory zone that kept them out. And when March 7th's consciousness was seized, it was a ripple of the remembrance that protected her and sent her in here.
Can I assume then that this hypothetical emanator of remembrance was consistently protecting this world from the Garden's eyes until the Astral Express arrived?
Late response, but you run Hunt 7th, Adventuring, and Robin with Fei
Why?
Okay, yeah, so...
Go see for yourself, little bird.
You were driving,
The
yeah.
memories contain
So you're
everything.
still trying to get that little bit of crit rate you're missing, right?
This gate is
Like functionally close enough to 100, but I bet at that like 97% crit rate, you feel sour the one time you miss one of your ult procs on her.
didn't move at all.
How many people think Kazakhstan is actually how it's depicted in Borat? Well, I would say not a lot of people, because I don't even think most people remember that the place depicted in Borat was Kazakhstan.
She's stuck.
Keep watching.
At least here in America. I don't know how much people in the rest of the world remember countries like that. I guarantee you a lot of Americans don't even know that Kazakhstan is a real place.
Did I touch something I shouldn't have?
Execute formatting protocol.
There's a lot of countries over there that if you say their name,
What's going on?
it's not even that they wouldn't even be able to point it to a map. They'd think they need to be pointing at some fantasy map.
Illegal operations detected. Warning. Illegal operations detected.
What's a Turkmenistan?
Don't just activate like that. How do I stop this thing?
Warning. 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 Operation authorized. Protocol name. Back. Huh?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Finally, it stopped.
I watched most of Poki's stuff. It was
You just
pretty much
mentioned his name?
everyone from the
He's barely
older
spent
versions
any time in Amphoria
were
since
basically
already.
just being wheelchaired through.
You.
I don't know what you're saying. Let's not speak in riddles, all right? Why don't we start with an introduction?
He either popped them in a wheelchair or when it worked, a tricycle, and he just wheeled them to the finish line.
Companion. Sorry, I accidentally ended
The
up
ones that
barging
even
in
could
here.
be wheeled to the finish line.
Establishing communications.
Communications?
Yeah, but you know what? It's actually really hard to say characters like Blade,
Really need outside help right
Jing
now.
Liu, who didn't get as much buffs out of it comparatively. Blade came out the best out of the damage dealers from version 1.
Encapsulate.
But like, yeah, Blade, Jing Liu, Kafka, and Silverwolf aren't really version 1 characters anymore
Complete.
because of the buffs they got.
Transmission. Transmission destination. Recurrence number 3355033.
Unless he turned it off. I actually wasn't paying attention. Did he play with the new versions or did he toggle it off? Or can you? Can you toggle it off in this one? I know you can in ZZZ with Ellen. I don't know if you can actually toggle off
She was
the version in
already
this one.
lying
I've never
in the
bothered to
abyss of
check.
fate The next time she woke up, and Orynyx was calling her mother.
Mother?
Maybe that's just how the Titan calls all Remembrance Path Striders. Like how they call Thule Skyfather.
You can? Okay. Yeah. I think that's the better test because you can't put modern Blade in with the version 1 DPSs. He's a version 4 DPS now, right? Or 3, version 3 DPS. That's what we're on. You'd have to toggle him off if you want to run him as a version 1 DPS.
An inexplicable contradiction, isn't it? Let's put that aside for now. The protocol didn't.
Not that
kill
you would ever
Mark
want
7.
to. If you toggle Blade off to be a version 1, he would do the worst out of everyone in the list.
Over the next 97 days, the two of us, trailblazed.
How is
through
this game's
Emphorius
Blade?
as mimetic entities,
Blade's
as she
pretty good.
evaded the administrator's pursuit.
I don't have him.
Must have been difficult.
It's crazy that you can lose to him now. Like, you could before his buffs,
No
but
one
considering
can
his
see
buffs,
Mark
it's
7.
crazy that you can lose your
She
50-50
didn't
to Blade.
belong to Emphorius
I haven't yet.
memories,
I would like to, but
so she could only watch this world from the sidelines.
you can lose
Like a
to an
transparent
actually
child.
pretty
Then when did you?
meta damage dealer.
On the day that she ran out
What
of
is he? He's a
options,
dude.
March 7th tried so
Blade
many things to
E3
help her
all from
companions,
Saber's banner.
but the only outcome
Oh.
of her efforts was a few Amphorian folktales.
I'm trying to remember. I only lost one
She had only one
50-50 so far pulling for Saber, and it was the
just
very
as
first
she
one.
wished. I erased everything
What
using
was
the power
it?
of oblivion. Then I protected him and Don Hung.
I don't even remember
and
what
made
I
sure
lost
that
to.
they were spared from the Memo Snatcher's clutches when they broke through the seal.
And you've been hiding in the shadows ever since.
Was that how I got E5 Clara? It might have been how I got
You're
E5
colluding
Clara.
with Earth, all the way
Maybe.
to
I'd have to go
now.
back and check on my main account.
A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. The story of
You lost
the
three
memories
75-25s in a
has
row.
just begun.
You know, I don't know if you've heard
Why
this
don't
theory.
we step
Probably
into
have.
it
But
together?
some people
As
believe
someone
that the
qualified to
game's
walk with
results
me,
are
you
actually
can
rigged
now
based
take
on
in
how
all
much you
the
spend.
secrets behind this door.
And that the more you
witness
spend,
how
the more likely you
in
are to
blank
lose because they know that you'll just
space
keep
of
spending. I don't know how much I
Another
believe
futile
that, but
journey
sometimes it feels
across
that way
30 million
because I feel way
lifetimes
luckier on this account,
was
which is like a de
forgotten by
facto
this
free-to-play
world.
account. I've never put any money into it. I don't plan into it. This account only gets funds if anyone in the audience, for some bizarre, godforsaken reason, decides to gift to it. Otherwise, it's free to play. But I put money in my main account occasionally, like once in a blue moon. And like my luck is just better on this account. Like 3 times better on this account.
Listen with me to the memories.
Yeah, but let's see. How is Blade in this game? I'm trying to describe him. Blade is a space Chinese man, I guess. Well, I guess he's not. He's a normal human. He's not actually from space China. He just kind of lived there. Who was friends with a bunch of space Chinese people who had long lives. And he actually built weapons. Like, he was a weaponsmith. And he decided he didn't want to die, so he took an elixir that he wasn't supposed to take that functionally made him immortal. And now he wants to die. That's Blade. Boom. Summed up for you. If you want to see what he looks like, we can go to the archive. Where's the archive? Databank. Here we go. Characters. Blade. This is Blade. He's a cool character. I know, he doesn't sound as cool the way that I just gave a really bad description of him. But he is a pretty cool character. See, the counter to that is Hoyo is more likely to rig a free-to-play account to encourage them to spend. I don't know about that, because I feel like if a free-to-play person was getting to the edge that they felt that they had to spend, they would more likely just quit the game. And I think their psychologists know that. No, there's probably some people they could break, right? Like, there's definitely going to be a percentage of people, there's this overlap in the Venn diagram, that they could break into at least being low payers, low spenders. Yeah, free-to-plays don't matter at all. They don't. The only free-to-play players that matter are if they happen to be a big enough streamer, right? That's the only one. Which is their own category. They don't even count in the category of free-to-play players, but they see this as free advertisement. Those are the only people that matter. Their opinions still don't matter. They're just free advertisements, so they matter in that way. My opinion really doesn't matter to Hoyo, even considering the fact that I've spent money on this game. I wish it did. I have some strong opinions. But if I want my opinion to matter to them, I need to start, like, buying 100 Acheron light cones or something.
Are you ready? I'm going to open this door.
Forgot to look at the diamond frame. Yeah. Darn it.
Absolute silence.
You probably tried to tell me before I walked into it, but because of the delay, I didn't see it until after I already walked into the scene.
I know. Duck behind me if anything happens. Okay?
This may not be one of the ones in here that take too long.
2, 1.
Warning. Object does not have access permission.
The scepter moved to block us. That means we're in the right place.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Get ready. Incoming.
Welcome back.
What?
I'll be waiting for you.
Oi.
Mentioned your
Here's
name.
my soda.
I'm getting a feeling of deja vu. Like the first time I opened as I've written. Thankfully, Evernight didn't take that book. Let's try using it.
Operation authorized. Protocol name.
The seal's gone. Didn't think this book would have a use here.
Okay, let's look at that. I was trying not to like go into like a ramble, because if I did, I would have forgotten immediately afterwards. I was like kind of like holding my breath through the tunnel. Okay, there we go. Let's is it here? No, that's message. X, okay. Yeah, there we go. Dot is trash, and if you disagree, then you're wrong. You know, based though. Definitive statements like that with no ability to counter it, love it. So yeah, oh yeah, we got the diamond kind of chess piece going on there. That's cool. Yeah, let's look at that. Oh, it's crazy. Well, you know, congratulations, you paid for that. You know, it would be awful if you couldn't do that, you know? Like, I feel like they would owe you something. Oh, check your scores on the other game modes. I forgot that you can actually check the individual scores. Yeah, we'll go back into it. Let's see. 0 cycle, okay. Max points, okay. And probably as close to spending no action value as you're going to get. Muy excelente.
Is that...
Hi. Miss me yet?
Yeah, and I understand. Knowing the mechanics aside too, it's kind of harder not to do that much, no matter what you do to it.
Executing protocol. Format object.
Like, Pollux just stalls.
Formatting progress. 0.015%.
And it looks like it'll also be the last.
Something's wrong. She's not...
Do we get a reset this week? Is this weekend the
She's not the
game
man
mode reset?
No. Could she
I kind of lost track of which week
be
we're on.
Cyrene from the past?
Formatting progress. 23.815%.
In 2 days, okay.
We don't have all
Pure
day.
fiction.
Let's get
I
started,
thought
shall
so.
we?
I wasn't sure which one was coming up next,
As always, I'll read this book to you.
because I haven't been paying attention, but it felt like it was a reset week.
Memories alone.
Formatting progress. 45.1.
Can't wait for it. I don't think I have any trouble with pure fiction on this account anymore. Like, I think we're perfectly fine.
Let me see. There. Shall we start with the meeting between
I think I got
Sage Midamos
max score. Maybe no, I probably didn't. I was probably close to it on the Kafka side. I think the Kafka side was fine. Kafka Heislands, they do really good in pure fiction. I did really bad on the other side because I knew Evernight could at least get what I needed before I had her built. Now if I were to dump her in, I'm sure I would probably get max score with her, but I just want to get it done. I don't want to think about it. Just go do your job. You need like 2,500. That's all you need to hit. Or 25,000, whatever it is.
And that book she mentioned.
I too like running Saber in pure fiction and watching her one-shot waves. But I can only do that on my main account. The Saber on this account doesn't really have anything going for her. I got enough of her just to have her on the account, and that's it.
Accessing recurrence number.
Main account I'm at E3S1, so
50337.
that one was pretty easy.
Access failed. Error code Gamma 13.
That's it. As I've written, is definitely
Caster side carried your Finon side in pure fiction. I hate running Finon in pure fiction. I do not like the way he works with it. He just burns so much action value even when you're playing him right. I'm sure it'd be better now that I have Saridra. I have not run him since I had Saridra. Just because you get to go twice every so often, but I hate it. Maybe he'll be better once they put, say, Rini on him. But, God, that's my big problem with Finon in general, is that he just burns so much action value.
Ubris 504. Downloaded.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen what he can do at his ceiling by looking at other people's accounts.
The data stream flew into
Mine's not doing it. I don't even have his light cone.
It's absorbing the memories in the book.
He's like one of 4 or 5 characters that are sharing on Fall of the Aeon.
30 million departures.
I did try to get his light
30
cone.
million shatterings. And the
Just because we
beginning
had a
of
little
30
excess when he
million
was running.
journeys.
We just didn't get to it.
Betrayed Trebios, but she was never betrayed by humanity.
Yeah, we're E0 on the Fall of Aeons. That's what we're running with him. I didn't even actually get Saridra for him. I got Saridra for Kafka. Believe it or not.
So desolate. What exactly is it?
Do I want to do this? I don't even know if I want to do this right now. Do we have to? Every puzzle I do just takes more time away from us progressing. I bait myself into wasting time so often.
Time now. So why don't we leave some pages for the heroes instead?
The HP scaling remembrance team is the strongest in the game? Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen how much damage it does. I don't know how I feel about it, but I've seen it. Would Johnny Bravo be jealous of Glenn Quagmire? I don't know. I don't even know if Johnny Bravo has the capacity to be jealous of people. He lives too much in his own little world.
093. Downloaded. Scopeo.
Oh, my speed tuning's awful.
5.
Absolutely awful.
Branch number
Oh,
1.
what's this?
Archiving. Object recurrence number 3355. 50337. Progress 13.131%.
Okay, well, you know what? Maybe the stream isn't going to be a short stream. Maybe the stream just got longer. Oh, sorry, it feels like there's something in the back of my throat. Roommate just sent me a text that he is staying at his partner's house or apartment for the night, whether he likes it or not. He doesn't have the choice. He's being forced to. So instead of our normal hangout time or anything that I usually do late at night, we usually eat dinner and watch TV and stuff. We're probably just going to stream. And if I get hungry again later, because I just ate a convenience store yakisoba, that was all that I ate to hold myself over, I'll just snack. We've got plenty of things to eat. So, you know. We'll be on here. We'll actually progress through this story some more.
There's a notch in the terminal that's just the right size for this book.
Branch number 1.
See.
Archived.
See, really the only thing they can do is make a boss that nerfs HP recovery into the ground. Oh! Wings and potato soup! I'm not a super big chicken guy, but I love me some wings. I like wings and thighs, so like the drumsticks and stuff. Those are the only things I like. But potato soup too.
Was reading a story, but she was actually carrying out a data transfer.
Yeah, that's why some people are thinking that they might take Sam and do like a crazy Sam APOC fight or something like that in the future, since Sam is like the only boss that I know of that like nerfs healing, like recovery in general. And maybe they might add some in the future. You know they're going to at least try. Even if it's not super effective, they are going to try to do some stuff to chill whatever they're doing in 4.x.
Do you remember, during her brief existence...
But again, the key word is try.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they'll be successful with it.
I can only place my hopes on that childhood dream. And the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that dream.
It's no secret that Orynyx and Fuli are related. That Eon also appeared when you encountered Mem. We still don't know the role they play in Amphorius. But if Cyrene accidentally stepped onto the path of remembrance, then her sacrifice wasn't just for resetting the cycle. There was another purpose.
Encryption key encapsulation complete.
Let's keep going for now. If my hypothesis holds...
Yeah, probably.
Then the scene we just saw will replay many more times.
Or what they could do is, they could start doing things that hold your HP hostage, right? Because they've already have things that reduce your maximum HP temporarily, but they could start playing around with mechanics where the counter to Remembrance might be Remembrance, right? We already fought a boss that is a Memo Sprite, but imagine if they bring in bosses that have Memo Sprites that are kind of resistant to the stuff that the Remembrance characters want to do, and they literally just hold some of your HP hostage until you destroy the Memo Sprites. They could do stuff like that.
Countless storage arrays.
Like if it technically reduces your max HP, which nerfs a lot of the HP scaler's damage.
Look,
What a magnificent
Doesn't Nikador
sight.
hold it hostage? Yeah, but Nikador's
Classical
hostage
world
HP
contains futuristic
is really,
power
really
someday.
easy to get back.
Would ID Silicii end up looking like this after a few thousand
Nikad,
years?
unless we get a new APOC version. They did change Hule, right? They changed Hule from where he was before.
Formatting progress 0.
But they could make a future version of Nikador in APOC where he actually holds your HP hostage, too, right? Yeah, and Memory Zone meme kind of does something similar. We don't know what kind of, like, crazy ideas that they have, since APOC does allow them to do interesting, weird things with the bosses.
It was on a fallen wheat stalk, and it glowed under the sunlight. It was incredible. I forgot all my pains at that moment.
But if you actually long-term held an HP scaler's HP hostage, that nerfs a lot of their damage, just straight up. But it doesn't hurt like an attack scaler.
Feel that the nymph was beautiful? Would they also have recorded that scene into the Eternal Saga?
If the debuff actually states temporarily reduces max HP, since that's what they scale off of.
For the future.
Formatting complete.
As I expected, the answer is the remembrance. An Eon appearing in her
It
dreams.
hurts attack scalers too, even if it's not their damage.
intertwining in Emphorius, and the
Yeah, a
gods
little.
trying to
I mean,
infiltrate this world at all costs.
it's fine if they have if like you're specifically shilling a shielder.
Gaze once swept over this world before the scepter completely fell into destruction.
Like, it means they could get one shot a lot easier, for sure, which is the problem with most
Unless
attack
Irene
scalers, right?
basked
Is that
in that divine
a lot of them are
gaze.
squishy and they just pop. So if you reduce their max HP even more, they're just gonna die in one shot.
Yes, we're thinking the same thing. Legend says that Fuli sits in meditation in the
Like,
Anasa Pyramid,
here's a crazy thing they could do
spreading
too.
the seeds of remembrance across the universe. And when
They
the
could have a
cosmos
boss with a
ends,
mechanic
all the
that
different
literally
realms will be
converts some
reborn
of your
in
max
God.
HP into a shield.
If this sealed off
So you
world
technically
is
have the
also
same
within
amount,
their
it's just
gaze,
now a shield
then
down.
it's not too
I'm
big
not
of a
saying they should do
stretch
this.
to
I'm just saying
surmise
it's not
the
without
need
of the
of
realm of
mechanism
possibility
to
that they
seize
could do
this
things that
incredible
benefit
amount of memories
attacking
and
characters
store them
without
somewhere out of the erudition's sight.
benefiting the HP scalers.
And this mechanism was previously
And I wouldn't put it
Titan
past
and the
Hoyo to
demigod.
come up with those things.
But after Emphorius entered an endless loop, it's that ceremonial blade.
Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that Eon records and
That being said, though, it is a challenge for sure.
And all that it records is
I think they are going to
lost
struggle
beyond the
to top
stars. That Eon will surely
the
direct
Remembrance
the
team right now
gaze here,
without just making
and it will be a
like
glance
HP
that
inflation
spans
and power
time
creep
and
worse.
space,
Like, I don't know if they could do something that
transforming each incarnation of me
really
into the power
effectively
you so
does that.
willed to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade and creating an endless flame chase journey.
I think they keep boxing themselves into corners with that too, right? Which is why the power creep is getting kind of ridiculous.
And at the end of every journey, Cyrene's soul took the extrapolated memories stored within the blade and buried them in this great tomb. That's how the memories of Emphorius transcended the loop and were continuously stored, while the scepter
Inadvertently
had to
fuck over
revert
half or more of their
progress
arc. Yeah,
over and
yeah.
over again because
Like, a
of
lot of the other
its
team types
logic.
get screwed too.
Fuli's blessing will not disappear as long
Like,
as
if you want to play an
process
attacker
keeps
who
going.
doesn't use a shield, you wouldn't be able to
I
use it in
know
that fight
their
anyway.
ways never left. As long as I record every page of this story and tell it to you,
You wouldn't be able to, like, oh,
Emphorius
what
won't
team
be
or something,
forgotten.
right? It's like, no, I have to play a team that centers around
Cyrene encountered
Don
the
Hong or
Eon's gaze
Adventuring.
and regarded them as the hope to continue her world. That's why she offered them memories over and over.
Which isn't a lot of options, right?
Even
I
if
mean,
she
at least
had
they're
to
giving
turn
one for
herself
free.
into nothingness every time.
if you're playing now.
She insisted on keeping her human
But the problem
form
with like saying, oh,
and
free unit,
offering the
and this is a
memories
problem
to
that I've always had
reading a story,
with how people give guides to newer
might
players.
have been the only way
like,
for her to maintain
It's
her
free
sense
if they
of
play during their
humanity
patch. What if they come after they're no longer free anymore?
and leave her mark
It's
in
not a
this
free
world,
unit then. They have to wait till the banner comes back
even
around.
though everything was just her wishful
Like, we
thinking.
can't call Dr. Ratio a free unit. How long has it been since
Correct.
Dr. Ratio was given away for free?
Based
How many
on the
new
rules
players
on
are
the
there
floor,
now that don't have Dr.
the
Ratio?
encryption key from earlier should be used here.
Yeah.
There are 3 keys in total. We're 1/3 of the way.
You're debating on getting Peter. I saw somebody call him Peter in Emmy Match's chat this morning. I think I'm going to start calling him Peter now too. Just because the he's Peter. You're debating getting his light cone, but you already have adventuring, so eh. Oh, you don't have ratio. That's a good example.
They really are cute.
And Kefnet's ratio is level 60. I don't know. This account has ratio, right? Let me look. I'm pretty sure we do, because we were playing before that. We never use him. I don't think we've ever used him. Yeah, we have him. I don't think we've ever used him at all. Like once. Dante's a pretty good one too. I like that. I don't know. I'll probably juggle between Dante and Peter. I use like 5 different names for Herta Grande. But like, look, he's sitting on like an unleveled swordplay and leftovers from Acheron. I don't think I've used this guy on this account once. And it's not that he wasn't good when he came out. I don't think he was ever great, but he was a meta unit when he came out. But at no point would you tell somebody to put to put Dr. Ratio on a team anymore, because who the heck pulled him? There's better options. March 7th, the Hunt is a better option than him in most teams that you would probably put him in.
Then, the sky sent down rainbows and showed the world a gentle smile.
Formatting progress.
Yeah, Ching Light Cone you could throw him. I actually think I do have that now.
Looks like it's
Like,
time to
was
say
it 2 months
goodbye
ago or
again.
whatever? Maybe?
Before I
I'm trying to
was
remember
even
what it
aware of
was.
This book had already
It wasn't
recorded
this
too
banner.
many
It was a
emotions.
previous one.
Every page
But I was just
becomes
pulling
so
on the
heavy.
standard banner,
I've started to
using the
feel
standard
uneasy
pulls that we
whenever
had,
I take it
and
into
I
my
got
hands.
both Bailu and Yangqing's Light Cone within
Why did the
3
very
pulls of
first
each other.
circles want these
Like a
memories
sandwich.
to
There was
be
some
saved?
other thing in between, and then the other one came. I'm like, what kind of cursed shit is this? I mean, the light cones are good on other people, even if I don't play
How
them,
many
but
times
it's like,
has it been?
why are you doing this to me?
Faithfully fulfills its duty, activating and formatting, never changing, like the fate of the flame chase in every cycle.
See,
I can
you're
only
gonna
notice the ending
definitely
every
get
time
his light
I
cone
lift my
though.
pen.
The attack
Is
stat
this Lady
increase at
Saga
S1 is huge.
Just an overly naive
Yeah.
dream?
It probably is.
Formatting progress 96.024%.
But you know what? I've also heard some people say that Topaz's light cone is better on him, depending on how you play him.
Process error. Analyzing.
Really?
Probably, I would assume now Fei Xiao's light cone is just better on everyone who's a Hunt with a follow-up attack.
Thank you.
I haven't actually done the math or looked at it, but I'm just gonna assume hers is just better for follow-up attacking Hunt characters. Unless there's something to do with the ultimate, then I could see it not being beneficial on Topaz.
If I'm the only one who's crying, that wouldn't be romantic at all, would it? Thank you for listening to me all this time. So, shall we continue?
Oh, you meant Dante's. I thought we were still talking about Ratio. Like, why would anybody get Ratio? Yeah, if we're talking about Dante's, absolutely. Go for it. Just throw whatever on him. Sorry, my brain was still in, like, the Ratio mindset for some reason. Like, who would... I don't know. I started getting really upset about Ratio for no reason. I'm, like, arguing with myself here.
But I still haven't figured out one thing. Who exactly was she talking to? I thought it was an Eon at first, but the way she talked, it didn't sound like praying to a god at all. Maybe
yeah, because he doesn't really need the effect from his light cone, right? Permanent search array. He just needs a lot of attack. So you could throw like any 5-star hunt light cone on him and he's probably fine.
No matter who that listener is, Cyrene's storytelling.
You don't even care that he's not getting an effect at all?
Maybe she thought, as long as she kept tossing drift bottles into the distance, someone was bound to pick one up.
Pretty much, yeah.
Accessing recurrence number 33550.
That's what I figured. I was going to do that temporarily for Evernight. I just didn't feel like farming the material. I was going to throw Bailu's light cone on her if it was maxed out until I got Evernight's light cone. Just for the HP.
How wonderful would it be for someone to...
But I'm like, no, I'm going to get her light cone really soon, and it's not worth me farming the materials to level up Bailu's light cone. Did I miss something? Oh yeah, the shadow thing. Forgot that's what we're doing. You know what's weird is I forgot that this mechanic was in the game. Not that it's much of a mechanic, but I was literally doing this on this account
216
yesterday, maybe? Where Todd in the Lafu wants you to go and look for the etchings that are on the walls. Oh, you basically did the same thing for just like a day. Yeah. But yeah, Todd wants you to go get these etchings on the walls of the Lafu, like over at Scalgore Waterscape and stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, I just did this. I just did this on the other account. It is kind of cool when they bring stuff like that back around.
The trickery that fooled the entire world. No matter how her identity changes, she will always end up being a pillar that stands tall for the whole city.
Just $600 whaling session.
Years.
That's crazy.
The Hand of Zagreus. Seems like we'll need it here.
You know, bless you for that, though. You're one of the people that keeps this game running.
Be completed after the modules are inserted into the slot.
You keep it running for the rest of us.
Orexis 945 downloaded.
In 500 pulls, that's pretty good luck. You should be happy with that. That's pretty good luck, all things considered. Okay, we're not doing the Hand of Zagreus stuff. I think I've only spent
once again reached its glorious
284 pulls on Saber's Banner so far. I'm pretty sure. We have to fight this guy? I don't think we do. But you know what? We'll grab this stuff anyway. Wasn't there one down there? I'm gonna run all the way back. What was that? Yeah. It's a waste of time. There we go. We're probably not even fighting this guy, but I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, I think I've pulled like 184 pulls on Saber's banner in general.
Access denied.
And I'm at E3.
Denied access. Memories about
No, that doesn't count what
how
I've put
we
onto
defined
her
resistance.
light cone. I don't remember. I didn't look how much I put on her light cone. But getting E3 and just under 280 pulls, because that's counting the stuff I've just put onto it recently, I thought was pretty good. And it's only even that high because we lost the first 50-50.
We can do anything!
Have some fun.
Okay. I am rambling. I didn't even realize we were on auto. We are fighting Nikador randomly for no reason. Don't ask me why.
Mavis, dispel the gloom, restore the skies. Next time it rains, I'll be there, umbrella in hand.
We're fighting the defense system, which happens to be Nikador.
Polemos 600. Down Eleos 252. Down.
Do we have to fight any of the other bosses in here? It's strange. I literally just did this
Object recurrence
when it was brand new. Like, I creamed through it in a single sitting, I think.
3.
And I've already forgot half of what happens in this area. I like this area. It's really cool. I guess we'll find out, right?
Nice.
Like, I don't even have to ask questions. We're going through it.
Encapsulate the encryption key.
Branch number 2 archived. Encapsulating encryption key.
I've been wondering, could all the memories we've encountered on the way be Everknight's traps? She still hasn't shown herself. That's very suspicious. But I can't think of a good reason.
Nah,
for her
Don,
to
there's
do that.
absolutely nothing suspicious
I can
about
only
Everknight in any
surmise
way.
that
Nothing
she's
she
either
does is
still
wrong.
waiting, or someone's holding her back.
Encryption key encapsulation complete.
Let's keep observing. Every ripple of these memories could potentially reveal to us Everknight's true goal. Let's go back and use the encryption key to open a new path.
You know, they should have just done the funny ending. You know what the funny ending would have been? If we got there, Everknight wasn't even going to do any of the stuff she claimed. She just wanted to trick us into getting there, and there's like a tea party waiting. It's like, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a tea party. Deep down, March has always wanted to have a tea party with you guys, but she knew, you know, you'd be too self-conscious
Just like last time.
to do it. So we had to trick you into all of this. That was my plan, sorry.
What could be behind this door? Glittering crystals? Or a beautiful world I've never seen before? If I tell you all the stories of tomorrow, will I be able to finally welcome the Deliverer and Emphorius' dawn in the next life?
The third encryption key belongs to the ocean. Let's get going.
Okay, you just checked your full history. Let's see, what do you got? What do you got? 1,377 pulls. That's a lot. That's a lot of pulls. A lot less than probably most people who have as many copies of Saber as you do, but that's still a lot of pulls.
Play nice.
No memories appeared this time.
Do we get like
Huge fan.
an achievement for getting hit by the fan?
Use the chrono vessel over there to stop it.
Let's see. Do we get it? I want to. Yep. Okay. We got hit. We're stuck in there for a minute. Yes, we got an achievement for it. Cool. That's why you got to check those things. 5 out of 7 50-50 losses, and lost like 75-25. You get one for skipping it with Firefly? No way. Let's go back. Wait. How do we undo that? Okay.
Don't be nervous.
You better not be joshing me. Let's go. Oh my god, we did. Thank you. Didn't see that coming. I would have never known that. I'll have to go do that on my main account. I achievement hunt because I need my little pittance. You know, I need as much of the jade as I could possibly get. Where's Evernight? There we go. I use Firefly for... can we see that here? Does it show you the individual? Do you guys want to see how awful my APOC run was? Where is it? I don't know. I think I could probably go to my profile. I don't know if you see it here. No, it doesn't show you. I guess I have to go to the profile to see it. No, here. Oh, it still doesn't show you. I'd have to actually go to APOC to see what it is. Anyway, I did like really, really good on the Evernight side. Evernight had... You've lost 3 75-25s in a row. This game sucks. Oh, you know, maybe you actually spent more than half the people who pull it do. Oh yeah, we have no idle investment. I just needed her to break often enough for us to get past it, right? So... With on Fall of Aeon, I think she did 1058. Like, she didn't even get the 1300 she needed for it. And Evernight made up literally all the rest. That's why we're just barely over the 66. It is dog shit, but it did the job. It did not have to succeed more than what she did. I also love Boot Hill. I have Boot Hill. I've got my Texas Ranger. He's not built.
In the end, the fish returned to the ocean, her home where there was nothing left. For the sake of the future, she guarded
okay, there's nothing over there.
At the end of the deep sea until the very last moment.
Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this. You need to not be facing that other thing at all, because it wants to constantly refigure itself onto it. It's so annoying on controller that they put that so close. I don't think they understand just how annoying that is. Come on, just a little bit longer. Lack of turns, very few matching elements to the damage type stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with it. And part of it too is they're also just not shilling it as well.
Look. She's over there.
There's a lot of things that do much better than Break and Super Break without being shilled, which is why Break is going to be kind of bad anyway. But
once again,
they're also not shilling it, so it makes it even worse than it would be otherwise.
Just like this very moment.
Though I think it would struggle even if you started putting it back on the bosses that it does well under.
And another familiar reunion. Now that I look back,
I think the only time that happened recently where my Firefly actually got to shine is that she's just really good against Doomsday Beast, right? So the APOC before this one, I got a pretty decently high score because she's just good against Doomsday Beast, like her team.
and find the way out of this maze.
It's a 3-target fight where everything's already weak to fire. So if you run Gallagher and Fugue on her or Bling Shaw, depending on what you have, like everything's already fire weak. You just break him and he's dead. It's like the only fight she's good into.
Analyzing. Formatting progress.
3.8 is break support. Yeah, I hope. I really hope that at least we'll get some bosses that chill them for once.
Process error.
Even if like Constance doesn't actually do anything good for break long term.
Sorry for me, good friend. If there are no new blank spaces.
Yeah, you can't even help to mitigate the lack of turns problem. The best thing you could do, which you don't want to do, right? I think Remembrance Trailblazer is the thing that killed Super Break more than anything, right? Because everybody knew if you didn't have something like Fugue that could enable Super Break, it was gone. Because you're just going to get a new version of Trailblazer. But the thing that actually makes Super Break kind of sort of viable is Harmony Trailblazer gets Dance Dance Dance, which can get them more turns.
Isn't that already enough?
But who wants to run Harmony Trailblazer
I can rest in
when you could be
peace
running
in
Remembrance
the past.
Trailblazer on things, right?
As for when tomorrow will come, I'll have to ask the next Cyrene to continue our watch.
Team in general is pretty fragile.
Complete.
Compared to some other teams, definitely. Especially since, like, the HP scaling teams
Transformation.
just have a lot of HP.
Painful to watch.
Though I actually didn't really have a problem
Cyrene
keeping mine
was
alive
always
on the
there
last
during
few
the
things that
30
I did.
million recurrences. She recorded the flame chase journey in her
And I think
own
it's because
way
my
on the
Gallagher
reverse
just
side
happens
of
to
this
go a
world,
lot. He's pretty fast, as he
depositing
should
all
be.
the memories in this place.
But I didn't have any problem keeping them
Increasingly
alive.
certain that her
It was more of
always
just a
sending
damage issue,
companion
right?
is
Without the
some
Eidolons, I just don't have damage.
figurative entity.
On my main account, like,
The
Rappa
deepest
does fine because I
ruin
have her light cone.
Furious.
Um,
At the great
but she
tomb
would
where
still
the
like some
past of all
damage.
worlds are
Fugue
buried.
would benefit the most. Like, if I had E2 Fugue, that would solve most of the
Exactly is
problems.
its master.
Accessing recurrence number 335.
2.x units don't have self-sustain. Firefly
3,
has
3,
self-sustain.
7.
That's the only thing she really has going for her. When she's in her ult form, she heals herself. That's it. The rest of her team, good luck keeping her alive. But, like, as long as Firefly's the one taking all the damage, you're fine. Firefly's a pretty good survivable character.
The proof with his life.
If only she had the
Spencer was
damage.
so
If
complete.
only she had the
All
damage.
he was missing was a last variable from beyond the sky.
Schema.
Firefly also doesn't really have much of a turn problem herself. But she's the only one in her team that's actually going a lot. Because of how much speed she has. Which still turns into a turn problem. Because she runs out of buffs and all other things.
Want to take some pictures?
Like, because the rest of her team can't keep up,
World.
Firefly's speed is actually part of her problem, I think.
This divine authority is so heavy that
Yeah, and her team is
I do not
also
know
really
how
squishy.
I can even tell its story.
Am I not at the right angle for this? Or... Oh, there we go.
Nikos 496 downloaded.
I do think Firefly will definitely be one that they buff eventually. Oh, we don't want to go here. Just because she's like the most popular character in the game. At least in most regions. If you go look at content made about her, her numbers are still higher than almost everything, sometimes more than double than the next place. So, if they feel that she struggles enough, she'll probably be somebody who gets a
long
buff.
staircase for
The rune is on the fan. We need to use the chrono vessel to stop it first.
Firefly's criminally overrated, but that's just you. Hey, you know, it's what people like.
Carlos 618 downloaded. Aporia 432 downloaded. Branch number 3 archiving.
You know, I don't really like lyrical songs in boss fights most of the time.
5, 0, 3, 3, 7. Progress 13.
Man, I was able to cross this, but I wasn't able to go back. Lame. Like, I don't dislike Wildfire at all. I don't know if I'd call it garbage, but I don't really like lyrical music in boss fights most of the time. There's a few exceptions.
That's the last encryption key. Take it
Like,
with you.
you know, One Winged Angel in its original format is great. I don't really care for most of the other versions of it.
3. Archived. Encapsulating encryption.
But I don't even want to be listening
Encryption
to
key encapsulation
lyrics while I'm fighting a
complete.
boss.
It's time to go back and activate the system in the middle of the Great Tomb.
I just want like a really kick-ass score. And that probably just comes from the fact that I've played a lot of Final Fantasy games growing up. You mute the game when it comes up. Like, I think one of my favorite boss fight musics of all time is the Dreadful fight from Final Fantasy IV. Also often known in later games as the Battle with the Four Fiends. I just want something like that when I'm fighting a boss, you know? Fitting to the boss, it doesn't have to sound exactly like that, but I just want something like that. Something that gives me that feeling while I'm fighting a boss.
And the final piece of the puzzle. I pray that you can dispel all the mysteries and lead us into the deepest bowels of this world.
Often in this game, I think I end up liking the normal battle music from the different patches more than I end up liking the boss battle music. Like, sometimes I just find myself jamming to the player on the other side
The very first me
from back in Penacony.
was false. That the only life in Amphorius was a great catastrophe, nurtured using the world as a factor. But how
Except
could the
Lygus.
dream feel so real?
Lygus is one of the exceptions.
That's why I didn't agree with him.
Or Xandar. I really like the allegory of the rave, as everyone
I'll read
calls
this
it.
book to you.
He's deserving the hype. I do enjoy
555th
music. It's pretty fun.
335th time.
But again, no lyrics, right? Lygus, you just get to enjoy the beat while fighting him. You don't really like the Lygus music? To each their own. I like it.
Formatting progress 23.815%.
I think it fits his character a lot,
Process error.
which is another thing that I want music to do. I want it to fit thematically the thing I'm fighting.
It doesn't even make me feel cold anymore.
You like Nigador's music's pretty good too.
Conclusion, ending every cycle's narration.
And Pollux,
Full stop.
I don't really think they've been missing much on the music in this this version.
With new memories.
I think the version 3 music's been really good
Before
in
I
general.
knew it, this palace we built together was no longer a dream that Cyrene alone indulged in.
Ventrine's music, I'm trying to remember his.
It's now a saga.
I fought him so many times, you think I'd have his music just like
And all the flame chasers.
playable off the top of my head.
It's our weak but endless prayer for tomorrow.
Like, I could hear him laughing in his
There will
fight.
come a
I
day
can't hear the
when
music.
Someone turns over this nearly eternal page.
I think it's because, like,
And
there's so many
awakens
sound
all
effects in
the
this fight. I'm
past
hearing
memories,
casino noises and stuff.
So they can be recalled by the world.
I'll have to go listen to
in
it
a more
later.
beautiful form.
Process error. Analyzing.
I'll read, and you'll listen. Like how flowers always bloom, then wither. I shall welcome my own decay, becoming nourishment for the next flower's bud. And
And you shall continue to wait here, protecting this garden of memories. That way.
Yeah, the weather app is taunting me. It's taunting me so bad. It keeps saying thunderstorms expected to end in the next hour, and I'm just like, what fucking thunderstorms?
Stories will be lying silently.
Where are my thunderstorms?
Like every ripple of remembrance.
Oh, it looks like it was wet. Did I miss it?
And they shall become the epic known as I've written.
Oh, well, it's actually drizzling right now. Okay, that's better than nothing.
Countless pillars. She gave everything to record all the forgotten recurrences across 30 million cycles.
I'm in the desert, you know, like, I'll take whatever rain I can get when I can get it.
The very first ripple cheered up her friend like this before she set off. It's a sentence full of blessings. So I want
like
to
the location where I'm at,
well.
the coyote is chasing the roadrunner outside.
Cheer up a bit, okay?
Oh, you got your wings? Nice. Nice.
I bid farewell to this beautiful world. So that we
Garlic
can reunite
parm.
in your memories in the way I want. You will see the footprints I left behind in the ripples of past reverie. I have never had any other fate beyond this memory. So please remember me.
I think my favorite wing place is Wing Bucket.
Like that eternal footnote.
Because they just give you the whole wing of the chicken. Those are big wings, too. Like, the chickens must have been big. But they just give you the whole wing, right? For you to tear apart to your own delight. And they've got a really, really spicy sauce that...
Protocol name.
I think it's technically one of it's based off their buffalo sauce, but it's got mango habanero mixed into it, and I can't even taste the buffalo taste anymore. Which is great, because I don't like buffalo chicken. And so the fact that it's so powerful that it overpowers the buffalo taste altogether, perfect. Okay, well, you take it easy. You have a good sleep. Midwest chain called Roosters. I always wondered why they call it buffalo chicken.
They really are.
I'm trying to remember. It's the same reason why like Buffalo Ranch is called Buffalo Ranch. It's like a seasoning mix. And I think it's actually from the city of Buffalo, if I'm correct. Like, I think that's why it has its name. I looked it up at one point, but it's like one of those facts. It's like, I don't feel like I need to remember, and I'm going to forget it every time. And then I'll have to go and look it up again. Don't eat batteries. Never do. You should sleep. You had a 12-hour shift. Yeah, dude, I've been there before, too. I just, like, don't even feel tired after. It's like everybody's yelling at me to sleep after I did that 10.5-hour stream. Was it on Tuesday? I don't remember what happened. I had a really long stream. It was either this week or last week. All that stuff blends together to me. And there was like, oh, sleep. It's like, I'm not tired. I'm not tired at all. I'm still going to be up for like the rest of the evening, the rest of the night. I still got my dailies to do when 2 o'clock hits. It's like, I also got work to do, you know? Like, I'm going to be writing, arting, all kinds of stuff. Can't go to sleep yet.
While those who have met will
Not even tired.
What a touching scene. The deepest place in this world is exactly the ideal location for the Trailblaze to reunite.
You're not the one we want to reunite with, Evernight. But you'd better explain everything to us. This tomb and the 13th Titan. Tell us everything you know.
You're too on edge, Don Hung. I've always been honest with
It was fun waking up early, see a text scheduled. You were coming
Before we
4
talk
hours
about
early.
Emporius's destiny,
Man, you know, a lot of places have
why don't we
regulations
lay
that
aside our
you have to be
differences
notified way
and
earlier
take
than
a
that. I
moment
feel sorry for
together
you.
To mourn for the cruel truth.
Truth?
So you still haven't figured it out. Take another moment to look around. Look closely.
It's also kind of crazy
You
that
must
we're
be
in an
curious as to
environment
where
where
the
people could
final
just
Titan
change
is
your
located.
schedule for you.
Right.
Kind of
What
used to
a
be
good
that
question that
an
is.
employer had to call you up and ask
I
you
too am
if it was
curious.
okay for you to come in. Like,
Because there's absolutely nothing here. Except a cold, empty
like they had to try to
void.
convince you in the past.
You mean Cyrene was deceived?
Indeed. Fu Li planted a false hope in her heart, making her believe that she was special, and that Amphorius still had a chance.
Okay, they're gonna talk for a bit
And
without me having to make a
that poor
decision.
girl walked
I'm gonna go
into
use the restroom. I'll be back.
tomb over and over again, and willingly offered herself to the remembrance.
Why did they do that?
Did you really think they would just save this crumbling world in the way Cyrene was praying for? Don't be naive, Memo Keeper. In this game between gods, the Remembrance chose to stand with the destruction.
Given your evident hostility towards the garden, I find it hard to take anything you say at face value.
Aren't the Memo Snatchers' activities enough evidence? They did everything they could to help Iron Tomb reach completion. And it wasn't just to obtain some fanciful memories. Let me tell you the real reason. Iron Tomb is a perfect arc. If a seed can be planted within, then the moment the Lord Ravager blows the erudition to pieces, the remembrance will
I am back.
spread to every corner of the cosmos.
At least your job's pretty easy. Security.
That
I love
masterless
security
path
gigs.
will be equally split between 2 eons. Fu Li will devour
Yeah, just pretty much just paid
the
there to sit on my phone.
erudition.
That's why I love security gigs.
Do you understand now? The war among eons started long ago. Fu Li did not glance this way to save Amphorius. They will
If I get a
drain
night
this
security
world
gig,
dry
that's cool. I could just sit on
and
Star Rail
turn
on my
into a
phone all night.
poignant and tragic poem.
It's like I'm gonna be awake
But
anyway.
fortunately, that girl's sacrifices won't be wasted. I will give her another possibility. I promised him that I would recreate the cause and effect of this world
Or I could go train some
and
horses.
form a flawless Amphorius. But the only way for a world that can't be turned back to be considered flawless is to burn it with a raging fire until nothing remains.
You plan to destroy all the memories Cyrene has ever recorded?
That's it. When I get muscular enough, I can apply as a security guard somewhere.
I'll set fire to all
Believe it
the
or not, you actually
stones,
don't have to be
all the
that muscular
emotions,
to get a security
all
job.
the futility.
You just have to
All
be
from the
decently
garden's
fit.
conspiracy.
There's other things you have to pass too, but
Setting
depending on the
fire
job.
to this much material
Obviously, if you look
will
big,
be enough to completely
if
annihilate
intimidation
the
is the
sectors I
requirement,
love.
it's easier. But yeah, no,
Iron
you actually
Tomb
don't
will
have to be that
lose
big
the
to
soil
run security
upon which
at
it
all.
grows. And Amphorius
Most people I
will
know
be
in security
truly
positions
set
have
free.
just been like average size,
Freedom
average built
you
men.
speak of is no different
But
from destruction.
they could at least
Everything
chase somebody
this
down if
world
they needed
ever
to.
was will disappear from the extrapolation.
But most security
Never
jobs
to
aren't
be
even
regained.
physical. A lot of them are just like
That will
scanning
also
ID cards
include
and stuff.
Your memories, by the way.
That's right. That's why I needed your help, little bird. The more we walked together, the more I was convinced that you have a beautiful Dharmakaya.
I mean, actually think about it. Working a toll booth is
So
also a
that's why you
security
took
job.
me here.
You're just
true form
operating the thing that's actually
is
doing
a
the security.
bottomless obsession.
Smart girl. You haven't disappointed me. This avatar is but a shadow cast by the
It's also why,
candlelight.
like, you know, at some places
Discarding it
the lift for their
invokes
parking looks
no
the same as a
feelings
toll booth,
within
right?
me.
It's just dude at security there.
What I must preserve is only my wish.
You should be applying for them anyway. You'd be surprised.
Kill the path of remembrance. March 7th will not.
So
find
definitely
peace
look into what the
as
requirements
long
for
as
the individual
they
job
and
before
their
you apply for it.
fanatical
But
henchmen exist.
like, don't wait. Just start applying.
The road ahead is still long. And she needs
Tomorrow's
a guardian
post
who
is just
stands
searching
by her
materials that
side.
go in and out. Yeah,
You
Uh,
are my best.
but it's a weekend,
choice.
so there's gonna be no one, more or
Allow
less.
me to
Yeah.
refuse. That duty seems far
I
too
think people
heavy.
watch too much movies and TV,
Resistance is
and they think that
pointless.
all security
My darling
positions
birdie.
are a lot more stressful than they are.
I will personally plant
But a lot of
myself into
security is
their
basically
heart.
just logistics.
And once I've calmed
And
down
being
their
the guy
fear,
there that makes sure that
I will head
only
into
approved things go
reality
where they need to go.
and find the true you.
So, that wasn't enough to fool you.
A genius's mirror trick and a protective mechanism of the erudition.
My
Is that
really
right?
close buddy Buck, his dad,
Those
which I lived
layers
with
of
them for a while,
security do
he's
make
worked
things
security.
a little difficult.
I think
But
pretty much the entire time I've known him. He's worked
those
at different
two
security
names
firms and
are
stuff.
already right
Sometimes
outside
hospitals,
the
sometimes
door.
hotels.
Your plan?
I don't know if
About
he's
who
working a
encounters
security
you?
job now,
Mishaps.
but it was
Until
also
you meet
his
again, Miss
MO
Evernight.
when he was in the Air Force was security as well. So it was very easy for him to just like
Will you still not
flip
stand
into
with
that
me, my
career.
companions?
So very often he ends up being
We'll
like the head of
save the
security when
beautiful
he's at
cosmos,
places.
and we won't leave even a
But like I've had
single
so many
star
conversations
behind.
with him about it too, and there are so many jobs that fall under the branch of security that
Perhaps
most
you
people
can.
don't even consider.
But what will that cost? Don't get caught up in your emotions, my dear. The hero's journey in this world is just a narrative embellished with memories. Its essence is nothing
I think his
but
main
a
one
string
was,
of zeros and ones. For
I think it
your
was
own
Bell
sake,
Helicopter. Like he actually
and for the sake of March
was
7th,
one of the security guys
I
at the
think my choice is a very reasonable
Bell
one.
Helicopter.
Come,
He was either the factory or the distribution
I
warehouse
hope
in
the core flame of
the
world
Dallas
bearing.
area. That was like a legit
Just
gig,
fall asleep.
right? That was a pretty high clearance one. But then he'd go work at like hotels and stuff like that on the weekends to get some extra work.
That just proves you don't understand March 7th at all.
Seems like I really can't get along with people like you do. But in order to make sure you can still embrace tomorrow and continue this carefree
I'm gonna do
journey,
a very risky thing.
some memories.
It's
must
actually not
be
risky
set
at
on
all,
fire.
but I want it to
There's
sound
the
more
sacrifice.
dramatic than it actually is. And I
What
have
can change a person's nature?
a decently
Is
hot.
it memories?
They call it hot, but I when I put it in my mac and cheese, it was only decently hot. Salsa
Just the opposite.
that we got at Fry's. I think that's where we shop. Oh my god, I didn't realize we're already in the boss fight. Okay, the chips and salsa can wait. But it is definitely hot enough that it will cause me to sweat, and it's probably not something I should do with my headphones on.
Can souls walk from emptiness?
But they are fabric, so it's fine, I think. Okay, we want Ika in his enhanced state before that guy gets to go. We'll save that though, I think. Yeah, that's fine.
Your time to shine.
This should not be hard at all.
Rise and shine.
In fact, I think we have one of the more ideal teams for doing this, so I shouldn't be worried. Okay, the chickens are out. Now we want to... no, but we want to wait until... No, it's fine. Screw it. Let's go.
Don't worry.
Because she summons him when
Just close
she
your
attacks
mouth,
anyway.
Falls. Good night.
Serenity is before me.
Have some fun.
This mortal form will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Till we meet again.
I don't know if we even are going to break this guy. I think we might just do too much damage, and he might die before we ever break him.
Over. I'm on it. Trust me.
Because look how many bars he has. We were just talking before about break being in a bad state. Can you imagine trying to be a break team fighting this guy? Technically, Evernight has the most health out of everyone here, which is nuts. So, yeah, you'll take it. That should give us a lot of Memoria, right? Yeah, that was fine.
Stop messing around. Again.
That was perfectly fine.
You'll overcome the thorns.
Not even sweating.
Torment and doubt farewell.
Time for some sweet dreams. Have some fun. Stop messing around. Again. Don't worry. Just
This
close
might
your
kill
eyes.
him. I don't even know if Evie has to go.
Night falls. Good night.
Nope, okay. Well, let's see how much damage we can do in one shot here. 79 Memoria? We could have done more.
It's time to end this.
Easy, boss.
Turn March 7th to us and end this pointless conflict.
Now I will get my chips and salsa. Honestly, I think they should have called
Don't
this
get the wrong
medium
idea.
salsa.
I just need some time to deal with some unnecessary
I don't think it's actually
trouble.
that hot.
The encryption key written by those geniuses is already invalid. How about we play a game, dear? Don't worry. It won't take long.
Oh no.
It's a simple multi-choice question. A or B? I understand it's too difficult for you to treat the Chrysosairs as extrapolated data. Then
you-
why
the
don't we
napkin.
assume for now that they're living...
I'm always foolish enough to
breathing
not grab the
beings.
napkin before I start eating.
Now, the cosmos
You'd think-
will face an unprecedented catastrophe.
Nearly 34 years of life.
And your choice will determine the fate.
It's a mistake you
of
eventually
countless
outgrow.
planets. On the one side are companions
But-
who weathered every storm with you.
I think it
They
kind of
fought
just goes along with the
everything they got
risk-taking
and
behavior.
attained
Like,
a
well, maybe this
1%
time I won't need
chance
it.
of victory.
You know?
However, should you choose that 1%, there will be massive sacrifices.
Some pretty good
no
salsa.
matter the outcome. On the other side, there's a simple button. The Oblivion will burn away all traces of their existence, as well as your entire memory of this trip. But it will also halt the brewing catastrophe and spare the universe from destruction. Those who are to be sacrificed will be fully aware of the decision you need to make. There will be no concealment or deception. Tell me, what will you choose? You're right. This choice is meaningless and unimportant. The only interesting thing is the number of people making that choice. I've just posed the same question to Don Hung. The answer doesn't matter. Let me see. Is this Trailblaze spirit truly as unified as you all claim it to be? Now, why don't you prove it to me?
Wait!
Cyrene?
This is also unnecessary, though, because if you think about it, there's absolutely no way the Trailblazer and Don Hung wouldn't say the same answer.
Little pink memo sprite?
We've been on the same page about how to solve this like every problem since we got here.
Somewhat witty words.
Don't underestimate me. Besides my charm and eloquence, I can stir up ripples of past reverie.
What?
I can stir up my name.
Don't have time for endless chatter at crucial moments like this. Quick, friend! Take this! Take the shot! I can't hold on much longer! Of course not! Take a photo of Miss Evernight! No time to explain, quick! Well done, friend! Now leave the rest to us.
This is a light cone made from someone's memories. Oh, and there's a harmony entwined with it. Looks like someone's been busy behind my back. We meet again, naive me.
Yay, March is still alive.
I know you mean that as a compliment. But as for the word naive, I think I'll give you that one back.
Welcome to Ides Elysiae, a small village shrouded by the veil of Evernight. Now, this memory will also belong to you. Let's give you a taste of your own medicine. With my home as the inspiration, I've created this maze. Hope you like it, Miss Evernight.
Quite perceptive little memo sprite. But with just you and that Harmony's little birdie, thinking you could trap me? That's a bit of a stretch. So, tell me, what role did you play in all of this?
I really didn't think that this other me would be this strong. But at least when it comes to brains, I've still got the edge.
That's a pretty big insult, March, just so you know.
You never saw it coming.
Oh, you mean that time? In that split second when we switched bodies, with your last flicker of consciousness, you hid yourself within the Titan's veil.
Huh? You got it already? No suspense at all? But my plan was super thought out. I know those two better than anyone. A promise is a promise for them. They never go back on their word.
History books, diaries, and photostones are all perfect catalysts for memories.
That's right. So when I hear him press the shutter, even if there's just a tiny bit of my consciousness left, I'd whoosh right into the camera.
But if you put it like that, aren't you leaving a lot to chance?
Nah.
No way. He will
They would
definitely
always
be
do it.
snapping away all over Amphorius because he promised me to take photos. I'm guaranteed to run into him eventually.
True, you really know him well.
Like, there's no way we could disappoint March by not taking the photos, right?
Let's be real. My amateur skills aren't enough to keep someone like you contained.
Like, if I actually was in that position and March was my friend and she's like, I can't go, take pictures,
That would be a
I would
different
also
story.
just be taking pictures of everything.
Because
Even
there's
in
no
the
way
dangerous
for you to
situations.
ignore her, right? Fine. Lay it on me then. After going on such a long detour, what exactly do you want to do now?
First, I want to thank you for protecting him and Don Hung. But what you did later went way too far.
Yeah, you take the pictures too?
So,
Absolutely. Like, you can't...
there's still time?
You can't do your homie wrong like that, right?
Your mind.
Especially somebody who's as sweet as March, because you know she'd do it for you.
How did you find yourself again? After giving up all your memories and becoming an empty soul.
Looks like you aren't so omnipotent or omniscient after all, huh? The answer is simple.
Like, March is the type of
I've
person
been dozing inside the camera all along.
who,
and
well,
I accompanied him during his entire journey.
I think she did forget for Pom Pom once.
So,
but everybody was in kind of a rush with that one. Normally she doesn't forget. She's the type of person that doesn't forget to get you a souvenir.
Entered my mind as well. I may still be far from the complete March 7th, but these memories were more than enough to fight you.
So, you know what led up to this, and what followed, right? Go ahead. Tell me. Let's hear why you're so confident you can sway me.
Why? Isn't the reason super obvious? Even through a camera lens, I know that the love, hate, and struggles that happened in Amphorius were the same as what real living people experience.
Same old topic. I already got him to make a choice. The weights on each side of the scale are far too unequal. When destruction looms, trying to preserve everything only means sacrificing everything.
Well, take a step back. Before we ask this question, have you ever really thought about it? What right do we really have to make choices for others? If the cosmos
Listen,
were nothing more
March,
than a
the way
bigger
she's
alchemy,
dressed,
ruled by a so-called
having an upside down
imperator,
question mark as an
we
earring, I don't think she
have the
actually
right to
thinks
weigh
about
both
much.
sides and decide for us all.
Right? Like, she's already come up
But
with her
the
plan,
truth
she's not
is,
gonna think more about
we're
it.
just a bunch of nameless. Even with everyone calling him Deliverer,
I feel like she
I
came up with
believe
this whole
that
plan
she hasn't forgotten
5 seconds after you told her your wish.
that the meaning of Trailblaze is
You're like,
to
oh yeah, you know, if I
explore,
just obliviate everything, it
understand,
solves the problem, and then they can go back to
connect.
trailblazing.
It's not about standing above the cosmos as some kind of savior. It's about
It's the
walking
type of
alongside
solution
every
a kid
world
comes up with,
within it.
right? He's like, well, why is it a problem?
So
We could
don't
just
try to
nuke the
guilt
bad
trip
guy.
me with stuff like necessary sacrifices. The Express crew is immune to these baseless accusations. Besides, and this is just an example, if Madame
Which
Hertha wanted to,
It's probably why it's fair
she
that
could
March
have
threw the
whipped
word
out her
naive back at her.
imaginary weapon any time and blasted this scepter to bits. Because,
In some
according
ways,
to your logic,
while she seems
the lives of
really
the human
childish,
race are nothing
Everknight's
compared to
actually the
Lord
more childish of
Ravager's
the two of them.
potential threat. But that's not what she did. You wouldn't have liked it either, would you? I figured you out a long time ago. You've got a fatal flaw. A weakness. In the shape of me. You've got such incredible powers. But you still kept your promise to me. That only means
Yeah, kind of like Legus, who's really only
the
focused on Iron Tomb
motivation
Awakening.
behind everything you do.
Like, you kind of just have this
It's
pure,
just so I can keep traveling.
one-sided pursuit, which makes it very easy to be blindsided.
You're not as naive as you seem, are you?
In that case, I can prove it to you. I won't answer for someone else, but for myself. hold this.
An empty spirit.
If you want to seriously think about it, this thing actually counts as my body right now.
I like the little
Memories,
March
they're all drawn from the
emoticon
camera's
speech
photos.
bubble.
In other words, from my journey of trailblazing.
It even changes expressions.
While I was awake, you were always sleeping. So talking about this probably doesn't feel real to you. So, why don't I walk you through these memories?
You know what they
all
should
over
do?
Again?
Which they wouldn't.
Turned into a journal?
They would never do this. What they should
Yep.
do is,
That's what memories
even if you
are.
don't own the character,
You don't know where
not
they are.
in the
You don't know
playable
what
sense,
You actually remember.
but when they show up in
But when you
cinematics,
need them most,
they should let you
the
set which
forces
outfit
that
that the
have
characters
once
have
seemed
depending
so
on the
full
different forms they've unlocked.
are
Right.
guaranteed to appear again.
So like you'd still have to pull in Bibber Luna if you want to actually see him in combat. But in scene it'd be cool
So,
like you just
how
set
was your first
Don Hong's
Trailblaze
appearance to
journey?
that.
It was very fun.
We should still be careful in the future.
Oh, come on, Don Hung. We're here to celebrate for him tonight. Don't be such a buzzkill.
Of course, I think Trailblazer needs more outfits.
I am practically a Trailblaze expert.
The only thing that
Stick with me, and
Trailblazer
you'll
ever
be
gets
just
is a new
fine.
weapon. I technically got a new
You
piece
call
of an
this
outfit
trip fine?
because of a weapon. There's a hat.
Well, that's...
Yeah, just need more skins in general.
700-year-old guides online.
So, you've been to a lot
Also,
of
I
places?
wish March's skin
You bet.
worked for more than just the
Capital of
preservation.
Ashen,
She has such a nice skin, but it's like, no, only
If I count on
only
my
worse March
hand,
gets to use it.
Looks like this is my sixth stop. All my souvenirs are in my room, but they're just a bit of a mess right now. I'll tidy up later and give you the grand tour. Oh, look at this.
You know what would be fun
The
companion
Babylonian
missions?
notebook.
But it would involve them
Special
actually
souvenir I asked Bronya
building
for.
other environments than the ones that they're using for whatever current planet it's on.
Rod
I would like to
Shadowhero,
see
Supreme Guardian medals?
what March and Don Hong and them were doing
I only asked for
in
this
like the
little
previous
note.
5 stops. We don't have to see the whole thing.
What's so special about it?
We don't need the whole story. Just give me like little snippets.
The previous
Give me the
Trailblaze
cliff
missions
notes.
We're all on super high-tech worlds. Forget about paper books. Even holographic projections were ancient relics there. Eurillo is completely different. Watching people record their lives with pen and paper, I finally understood.
You can do
why
one
some
companion
still
mission at a
cherish
time,
writing
each
journals
stop.
by hand.
It's just like calligraphy. Those deep emotions buried in human hearts can only be awakened through such seemingly thankless actions.
Didn't they crash into a stadium in one stop? I think I remember them saying that, yeah.
You truly embody both a fierce beast and a delicate rose.
Something along that line.
Anyways, that's what I thought too. A camera can only capture fleeting moments, but stitching those
I remember them
moments
saying they
into a
crashed into
story,
something.
You've got to use your own hands. In other words, just taking photos isn't enough. They need a place.
Or if they're not
be
going to give it to us as
displayed.
companion missions, that would be a cool thing to do an animated short of
Isn't the
on their
photo
YouTube.
wall enough?
I told you it's different. Besides,
Just show little
this
highlights
notebook
of the
is a
other
memento
adventures
of
they've
our
had.
First Trailblaze together with you. That makes it even more special. Anyways, the next stop is the legendary planet of festivities, Penacony.
But my biggest demand right now is Washtopia. I'm going to continue to demand Washtopia until they let us actually go to a Washtopia. That's more important than any Trailblaze
Fine by
mission.
me.
And one more
It's more
thing.
important than actually saving the universe. I just want to go to a Washtopia.
This camera is gonna be in your hands.
I want to see the type of place that could wash something as big as the Express, and clearly bigger, right? Because it handles all kinds of ships. and vessels.
Until you're at least 80% as good as me.
Doesn't have to be a huge map. It could be a single zone. Never gets expanded. It's just off on the side
I was only half joking.
of the star map.
I never thought I'd actually miss out.
Just send us to a
And
Washtopia.
after just 2 stops, too. Those 97 days alone had me on edge. I honestly thought that was gonna be it for me. Thankfully, with my quick thinking and sharp planning, I managed to keep up with those 2.
By hiding in the camera.
So what? That's still trailblazing.
Think they're big enough for the like any Xinjiao ship? Because they're all roughly the same size. They're like planet-sized ships. Ooh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it was super inconvenient. I couldn't help them when they were in danger.
But I think
Couldn't complain when
any
they
of like the
talked
Xinjiao
nonsense.
fleet probably don't
Watching him
need a
snap a
Washtopia though,
terrible
right?
photo,
You'd think if you built a ship
even control
that is
the
basically
shutter.
your planet,
But I stuck with
you
them
probably
all
have the
way
means of keeping the outside
till
maintained
where
and
we are
clean.
now. Together with them, I got to know this beautiful yet dying world.
I think there's a reasonable
cleaned our
size
first
expectation
core flame on
where
the
after you
Honkai
reach a certain
journey.
threshold,
I met new companions.
you've got to
and bid
do
them
special things to
farewell.
keep it maintained. Like you have to be
I inherited everyone's
Sufficient.
determination, carrying it forward into the future they fought for.
like technically they could probably wash the Express themselves,
Until
but it's
my
a little bigger than
destiny
trying to
becomes
wash a
one with
car,
this
right?
world,
It's like washing many
rewriting
cars,
the
several buses
predestined
lined up
tragic
against each other.
ending, and returning to the true
And so I'm thinking
starry
any-
skies together with everyone.
Any mid to large
Only
vessel,
then
not
can
the
I pen
largest
the
stuff.
name
We're not
Note
talking
7.
about
Into
moon-sized
this
ships,
hero's
but any
journey
mid to
called
large-sized vessel
Into
probably
this
needs to go to a
unprecedented
car wash
trailblaze.
in space. Like I know Argenti's ship is
Looks like our trailblaze in Amphorius is coming to
described as being much smaller. You could probably wash Argenti's ship by hand, right? He probably has something like
Some materials from March's journal.
the size of Samus Aran's ship, which is still big. It would take a while to wash.
This one.
But the surface area of that is probably akin to washing
When did
just
you
the
take
engine
this?
room of the Express,
Wasn't the storage cart full?
as
still
opposed
have my
to
phone.
a train with many, many cars.
Don Hung, the seal head. The first seed competitor with the ghost seal in the super duper fun seal slammers.
I'm against including this photo, but suit yourself. I just think that a travel journal should mainly focus on documenting.
I also
local
like how
customs and
sometimes you
culture.
question whether the events you do
Akuma,
are part of the main story or not, right? And this one, yeah, as you just mentioned, this one
shots were all pretty great.
solidifies that Seal Slammers
have to
is canon.
say,
It
your
happened.
skills are almost on par
And Don
with
Hong was
March's
forced to
now.
participate, even though it seemed like it was in a
That's how
dream,
awesome
didn't
I
it?
am. Oh, right. How about this one? The Veil of
Well, no.
Effort.
The
Or
dream was what got him
the
into it.
Titan
Seal Slammers
lurking
actually
behind
happened.
the
I'm
mist.
remembering that now. He exited the dream, and then we did Seal Slammers.
Is that actual mist, or just motion blur from your shaky hands?
Hey, that was a super tense moment. I only had the chance to take a quick one. We're lucky to have anything at all.
The only thing that happened in the dream is that we were threatened if we didn't compete, we'd be turned into a seal for real.
Hear something?
March 7th? Perhaps the photo captured a trace of time's divine power, which replayed echoes from your memories.
All right then. Let's keep going. If March were here, she'd definitely have plenty of great ideas.
They went back and forth like that, discussing for hours. It was like they were arguing about which game to play. How to sneak midnight snacks from the dining car without Pom Pom noticing. Or who was gonna wash Miss Himeko's coffee cup? Just like every other night on the Express. They've always been by my side. No one knows about my forgotten past. But no one holds it against me. That's because...
So how long do you think...
go back to the past.
Not counting the exaggerated time of being inside Amphorius, right? So we'll even say before getting to Amphorius. How long do you think the Trailblazers actually been on the Express? Because it's really hard to gauge the time. The way they talk about it, it almost feels like they've been together for at least half a year. But the way it feels going from mission to mission and counting the times we're forced to sleep, by the time we get to Petacone, it feels like we've only been on the Express for 2 weeks.
You're pretty naive, too.
So it's like really hard to tell in between 2 weeks and 6 months how long we've actually been on the Express. And they left it vague intentionally, and it's probably for the best that they left it vague. Plus, we're in space, so outside of using the IPC's, like, interastral calendar and clock, by going by system hours, it's also hard to tell how long a day is or, like, what passes.
I only have your memories, and you...
But it feels like it's got to be somewhere between 2 weeks and 6 months.
The me that I wanted the world to see.
We definitely haven't been on Express for as long as the game's been running in real time.
Well, I've appealed to your emotions. As for reasoning with logic, could you help us out here?
Yeah, Petacone feels like it was 8 days because of the update names, but that could also just be allegorical, right? Because of the 7 days of creation and then on the 8th day. So Petacone could actually be longer than 8 days, despite the name.
Has emerged in Amphorius in this cycle. Amphorius is about
But even if we go with that,
there's no time
that's still
left
fair,
for pointless
because it doesn't feel like we spent that much time there.
There is only one law I want to
Like,
overturn to aid the final
8
battle
days
of the
even
limits.
sometimes feels like it's more time
So
than
I
we
will
actually
only
spent
offer
at
the life
Petacone.
of one demigod.
So we'll go with the 8 days, just we'll take it literally.
The Imperator added one extra rule to the final.
Bellabog was longer than a week because Pom Pom wanted to
That's how she can ensure
stay due to the
Amphorius
Celeron.
doesn't
Yeah.
become a sacrifice in the cosmic conflict. Even if this world has to exist in the form of
Which is also why looking at Bellabog and then counting the time that we slept, and they showed us several nights, right? There was the first time at the Gerda Hotel we had to sleep. Then there was the one under ground. We spent the night with Zila and Branya.
Simple.
It's like by the time we get to Petacone, it feels like only 2 weeks have passed, and then Pentacone's like another week. So have we only been on the Express for almost a month now?
Or the Trailblaze. And the 12 core flames will complete the final Aranova through the purest form of destruction.
A daring wager indeed. That ruthless Imperator. Could she have already sensed that the Remembrance was plotting in the shadows?
Because I swear, actually, even that Herta Space Station, I may be overestimating.
No.
Herta Space Station prologue feels like it happened all in the same night, right?
Modifying this law was
It could have taken more than a day. But it feels like it happened all in one night.
And the geniuses from betraying Amphorius.
It was the quickest thing that happened to us so far.
But if you insist on doing this right now, then the cosmos
Looks
will
like with
undoubtedly face the
readables,
worst
it was 5
possible
months
outcome.
between the Luofu and the War Dance event. Yeah,
My
okay,
friend,
that's believable.
Dunhung and March 7th will all merge with
Based
each
on the way
other
they
and
talk
become a
about
victim
things,
of the
it just,
destruction.
the game doesn't give you that feeling at all. But then again, even though that's the other problem, is we're warping, right? So it's like, how much dead time are we spending in between places?
Knew all along?
Because we go into warp. It's not like we're actually flying there. I guess it also depends how fast is warp. Because it looks like it happens fast.
I won't be afraid.
And we're not even considering time dilation
Even if my inner world is
between
nothing
places.
but an Evernight.
I'm thinking more of just like, what is the Trailblazer experiencing?
That's because My journey.
And with the space anchors, actually, that's even faster than warp.
I believe what
Once we
lies
plot
ahead
something down, we can just go
will be
back to
bright
it.
enough to
And they treat that as
illuminate
canon.
my
Like, they brought up the space anchor in Forius. So that is just a way we could teleport instantly to places we've already been, using the Trailblaze.
Thank you
It
for
anchors
your
us to that position.
coddling. But please trust
So
me.
we don't even have to worry about time
Leave it to
dilation
me.
at all.
Both my past and that obsessive
So
oblivion
the math ain't mathin'. This is all I'm
will
saying.
help me become even stronger than him and Don Hung.
But I'm going to go with my original overestimate, since you're saying it looks like 5 months has happened. I'm going to say we've been about 6 months. That was the higher end
Sorry.
of
for
my guess, and I'm going to go with that.
In your journey.
Don't
Which
apologize,
tracks to the way she
everyone.
talks about, like, all the things that we've done in the Express, trying to
two
hide
sides reflected
midnight
by the
snacks from
same
Pom Pom
mirror.
and stuff.
Aren't we? So, when we bid farewell to our division and become one,
Listen, if you didn't know that that was the same person just trying to reintegrate her shadow, very Jungian, very Persona, you would think that she just asked to marry herself.
will only grow more beautiful.
Many thanks, Mr. Sunday. Are they in this memory zone? Yes, but
Let's
we
see.
can't let our guard
Curious how truly bad Himiko's
find
coffee must be where nobody wants to try it. So I don't think it's truly bad. She just likes to experiment, and she's got some crazy tastes. There have been times where people said they've actually enjoyed it, right? There's options where you can enjoy it. I think you're rolling the dice whenever you try Himiko's coffee, because some people have said it's really good. There's a good aroma that comes from it. But she might be in the mood where she's experimenting with something that normal people probably just don't like. That's what I've gotten from at least any dialogue that's happened around her coffee so far.
Here.
Especially considering the
Seventh isn't here.
what's it? The room, right? The event when we were building the room. There was a couple, I think, sequences in it where they actually talked positively about her coffee. So basically, anytime that Aventurine decides to stop on the Express, the coffee's always good because he's going to roll the good die every time.
3 of a kind.
2 pair.
I'm not a coffee guy. I would be nice, right? Like, if she served me the coffee, whether it ends up being the good or bad or whatever, I'd still try it. Because I'm not going to be a rude guest, but I'm a tea guy. I've always been a tea guy. I don't like coffee.
March?
Of course it's me.
You love both? Hey, that's good for you, right? That means you're flexible.
Been a while.
Oh, come on. March.
I'm
Okay.
back.
So, March, keep your cheery disposition, but
Finally.
keep that outfit on. And you're
Finally.
perfect.
I can talk to you all. At last.
You saved us, March.
Really? That's wonderful.
I gotta say, there's nothing hotter than a goth girl that actually has a fun personality and isn't just depressed all the time.
From behind you, when you weren't looking, tap you both on the shoulder, and then flick you each on the head. And shout, "What took you so long to find me? Don't you know how to move faster?" Stop being so serious.
Yeah, I also hope she stays like that throughout the story.
I'm just so happy.
We both know that you've been by our side this whole time.
Like, both of them have new forms. You don't want them to revert, at
This
least until we get
trailblaze
back to
journey
the
wouldn't be complete
Express.
without you.
But it would be cool if they were actually in their
Not
new
only
forms throughout the
trailblaze
rest of the
into
next story
future
anyway,
together
right?
And save the world.
But you know how it's going to be.
We'll also return to the
We're going to go back to the Express.
together.
They're going to go back to their
Head
normal
towards our
outfits.
next
And they'll probably
destination.
only transform if the story calls for them to need to be serious.
After we complete this trailblaze, let's hold hands. and
Though
head
March is
home
kind of a
together.
fashionista, so compared to the other people in the Express,
If a
we
new
could probably
branch
just
is
expect her to
born,
constantly be getting new outfits.
Seed has to be dead.
Maybe Hunt 7th
March 7th.
will actually get a new
When
skin.
you bid farewell to your past.
Right, they gave one to
And are born
Preservation,
from
so
the
it's
6
almost
days
time
past.
for Hunt to get one soon.
Have you thought about the version of yourself you want to see in the mirror?
Though when that
As of
happens, I
now,
think would actually probably
I have
depend
no
on how they
intention of
decide to
making
do the
choices for you.
version 4 story, right?
You've already decided on your next
Um,
destination. So,
I think it would
Let me
probably be very
exercise
likely
oblivion
that they would save it for
one last time
extra or post story if they
and
ended up
wipe
doing
the
that.
name, pure
So it would probably
child
have
of
to be that they
Anastasia
weren't doing
from your
version
mind.
4 the same way they did version 3.
I am an obsession whose purpose
And
it is to
please, I
protect
hope
you.
they don't do version 4 the same way they did version
The only
3.
memories I have.
And 4 is
yours.
being like this one long
Therefore,
year-long thing
the only one thing I can be sure of.
is fine.
The Garden of Recollection.
If it's not how
is your
every story is
enemy.
going to be.
The path
Because
of
we've already been
remembrance
here for long
is
enough.
far more than what people observe on its surface. And
Let the next place we go only
will
be
not allow you
somewhere
to become
between,
this
like,
broken conspiracy's next sacrifice.
3,
If
5
you ever
patches
need me
max, but
again,
even that's pushing it.
Feel free to awaken my power. And when the time comes, don't hesitate to devour or burn away anything that stands in your way. Then trailblaze through the darkness in my
This is a
stead,
really interesting
as
image.
always.
I think when I saw that, it felt
Oblivion
like it was
shall keep
implying that it
watch
wasn't
over my
just
path.
March.
Veiled
That
in the
was
hush
a
of the Evernight,
shard of Fully.
silent
But like
and
Cyrene's there
serene.
too. And very early on, I thought March and Dolly / Crystal, the like,
chronocognitive
I think she was a
anchor
navigator or was she an engineer? But like former Express member from before blew up, were the same
Not too
person
shabby at all.
because Dolly
They got the first
was
genius.
having a similar
Then they put
problem
the
where she was
garden in
turning
its
to
place.
Crystal.
This chapter in trailblazing history.
But I don't think that's the case
may not
anymore.
Be the last of its kind.
I think Dolly,
it's
who is pink haired as
certainly
well,
the first of
might
its kind.
also just be another shard of
We
Fully.
couldn't have made it this far without the wholehearted support of the two geniuses.
And next, we'll be facing the Lord Ravager as they break free from their shell.
Let me give you a warning. The backdoor screwy set up in the aeronautics
Which is crazy
system
that
will
I think
only
the
be
only
used while
time
it's
that
reaching the core of
Dolly
the
/
sector.
Crystal is
Nothing more.
even mentioned was in the anniversary event from
As for those nastier malware programs lurking
was it
inside
2.1?
Iron
I think
Tomb's
is when that event
belly,
happened.
You'll have to deal with them as they
The
come.
Monopoly board game event.
That's more than enough to help us. By the way, how are Mr. Screwlum's preparations coming along?
They mentioned a few different older members of the Express when they
Give
did
him
that.
a bit more time. Those screwheads at the Imperial Advisory Council need to understand what the concept of war means first. The worst case scenario would be them having already dismantled all the fortresses in Screwy's collection while he was away.
Oh, I've heard Mr. Screwlum's fleet includes planet-class mechs. Hyacinth, Poppy, Oleander. Which one will answer the call?
When I saw that line, I felt a very
You
kindred
sure know your
spirit
stuff.
with
I'd
Screwlum.
rather none of them show up and let my station
Because
be
I
answered.
also name all of my vehicles after flowers.
The memory of this decisive
I
battle
also
is
think
bound to be absolutely
that the robots
magnificent,
that Screwlum's
isn't
planet
it?
is, right? Which technically I think they're all
Sorry to
Screwlum. It's
keep
called
you
Planet
waiting,
Screwlum. He is
everyone.
like the guy in charge of
I
it.
also have some news
Um,
to share.
there's like
This
hive
Yozo Alliance has replied
kind of
that
like
they're willing
mind
to offer what modest support
implications
they
to
can
it.
in the campaign against Iron Tomb.
He's got insect wings as a cape. So I
Alliance?
guess
Not just the Lofu.
that
This is really good news.
either
With this, our odds of victory
their
just went up
initial
another
construction
notch.
had
Whether
insect
this
inspiration,
news is good or bad
or I don't know,
remains
maybe
to
they're
be
machines
seen.
that evolved. I don't know too much about
What do you
Planet
mean?
Screw'em. There might be some readables about
Something
it that I
has
haven't read.
happened that even General
But maybe they
Jin
adapted
couldn't
in an
understand.
insect-like way.
He
And that would
urgently
explain
wants
also
to be
why they name
informed
everything
to
flowers,
Voices.
because insects would, especially
That
ones that
Emborius'
take nectar
causality
and
has
pollen,
vanished
would
from
be
the
pretty
matrix
obsessed
of
with flowers.
prescient Ultima.
It'd be a very important thing to them.
This means the instant in Noose's calculations is drawing closer
But everything
to
about
his world.
Screwlem's design, he's like a mix between a Western sheriff, right? Like not like the martial type that Boot Hill is, but like a classic I live in the town sheriff, and a bug. But if they were a robot, it's a robot bug sheriff. That's Screwlem's design.
Will return to freedom and chaos. Just
The color scheme of is very similar to Firefly.
Confident, aren't you?
And I kind of wonder
But from where
if
I stand,
the history of Screwlem's planet and where
when the Deliverer and
the
his companions
Iron
fully
Legion got their
uncover the
tech
secret
from have
of the
anything to do with
13th
each other.
Titan,
And it just hasn't
that
been
is the
revealed yet.
moment your schemes will come to ruin.
Lord Enexagris, I have granted access to all records concerning the Demiurge, as per your request. How
There's also some ideas that people have been having, and I would like that to play out, that if their technology was ever mixed, like maybe they got their technology from his planet, maybe they bought it,
before I erase you,
her illness could have also came from that too, since they were
to reveal
basically genetically designed to have that termination illness.
to the final
The
thinker.
kind of, was it
The Demiurge
entropic?
never existed.
Oh, I can't remember what it's called. But like her entropy is running fast. Like eventually she'll just like she'll slow down, or the world will slow down to her, to where it's like nothing's moving anymore.
Isn't that exactly why it's called?
If that failsafe came from his people, Screwlem might also be able the one to solve it, right? Like he might be the ultimate savior for Firefly at the end.
Let me give you an example from a story you're familiar with. A sage from the grove once conducted an experiment. He took a chimera embryo, removed its head before maturity, and continuously stimulated its body to make the chimera believe
Obviously, most of the audience wants to see Firefly cured.
nurtured it in an ichor vessel. Remarkably, this chimera regrew its skull, but it was completely hollow inside. It had reserved a
I personally
space
kind of like the
for
thing that the
breathing
Trailblazer and Firefly have going on, so
possessed.
I'd like to see her cured.
The experiment was over. The sage had assumed the shell would perish once the stimulation ceased. Unfortunately,
I guess as we fought the boss, we're pretty much just writing out the rest of the chapter now.
the chimera's
And we'll be caught up.
body seized the sage.
So I have, I see no reason to finish this stream until the chapter's over.
So that's it. I was stuck in a flawed line of thinking.
You've got it. I knew you'd understand. The 13th Titan never existed. But the Scepter must believe that the Titan exists. I killed that Titan with my own hands. That life form called Demiurge was excluded from the
I think the one thing we need to avoid, though,
the very beginning.
is
This is the only way to make
letting Welt
complete.
mess around with Sam.
Iron Tomb is a
Right.
headless giant.
Because Welt has such an obsession of mechs, if he starts tinkering around with that, there might be a disaster.
Noose.
Where he makes like Super Sam by accident.
Your Titan, the Eon of Erudition. I see. So you were afraid after all. Afraid of history repeating itself. Of losing control over your creation yet again. You had to resort to turning it into a mere puppet. I shall shackle God with my own hands. Iron Tomb will connect to their body, infiltrate their mind, and guide all their extrapolations toward the destruction.
This plan's pretty messed up.
The tolling of
Like, we thought this plan was messed up before.
after 13.
Hearing this, though, it's even more messed up than I thought it was.
Final thesis shall converge at the end of the universe. As for why I buried the demiurge in a corner of my memory, oh, regrettably, the answer wasn't about fear. I simply forgot long ago. Nothing more. Your laughter is but a helpless sigh.
Helpless. What a joke. You merely created a false god. But Amphorius has long since written deicide into its fate. The final Era Nova is at hand. Why don't you wait and see? The Deliverer, myself, and this world will together prove that the original Newspore, the ultimate truth of the universe, is anything but destruction.
See you in the next life, Sage. If there's even a 1 in 10,000 chance your conjectures...
1 in 10,000 is not small compared to, like, everything we've been going through.
I shall most certainly witness its failure.
All shall bid farewell to one.
Like, in real life, 1 in 10,000 is pretty likely to happen.
Such is the will of fate. But this time,
You know, depending on the scale of things. It's like, you look at the population of humans. If something was likely to happen 1 in 10,000 times, there'd be many, many examples of it. Because there's like 8 billion humans.
And the textures of the remembrance. The 3 paths converge once again at the world's end. And the Trailblaze will write a new beginning for this world.
Not only that, we'll also carry the history of all 30 million recurrences into the new world with us. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to call it a miracle.
This miracle wasn't created by just one person. Feynman would have long been consumed by the core flames if he hadn't chiseled his companion's dying wishes into his soul. And if the heroes' resolve to chase the flames had wavered, Cyrene's journey would never have begun. The heroes never yielded and never fell during Amphorius' 30 million cycles. It was fate that fell instead.
I think Trailblazer has probably talked more in this patch than he's talked in like the last 3 patches combined.
I know you're watching, aren't you? The original Philia. Weird. I still couldn't recover the memories of these 30 million lives in the end. But that doesn't matter anymore, right? I will make the same choice as you, because that's just who I am, and I will always have my charm. Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey, but even if everything fades away with the wind, there's one feeling that will remain. Love will always exist, right? Let's write an ending, unlike any before. For this world, we so deeply love. Behold, O gods, Amphorius has achieved her victory, and the Era Nova approaches. The radiant soul has arrived, having walked through the bustling nights, bearing the golden fire and blood, stepping with pride into daylight.
Amphorius! I do not call your name suddenly, or without cause. I come here to recount history. In this world, they fused burning golden ichor into their...
Oh, we're also going to be here for a while. If I remember, this is a pretty long scene.
Remember their names.
Hope everybody has their chips or popcorn. It's a good scene. It's just a long one. But I think this is also basically the last scene.
30 million times 1,000?
Like, I think we have to mechanically activate the Era Nova, but aside from that, I think we were just going to roll right into the ending of the chapter.
Up on that now. If there are more of us, then there will be more passages in Amphorius too. Together, let's reach the end of the west wind where flowers bloom in spring. See you tomorrow.
Now, the people of this world will no longer be bound by a single rule, but will make their own laws. Though the Imperator's figure may seem rather small against the stars beyond, she will suffice as the cornerstone of the world and become the foundation of the greatest empire.
Looks like this will be a feast that never comes to a close. May the fish never leave the ocean, and may the days ahead shine like pearls.
May the gentle sky watch over all beings. There'll be no more distinctions of status or rank. Only you, me, and everyone's shared hopes.
Reason or defects, they will all be sown by my own hands. If there's anything else to say, I urge future scholars not to put me on a pedestal. Just make use of what I leave behind.
May the newborn dawn keep the world's eyes ever bright. Their defiance may be bitter. Romance shall never perish.
In the name of the son of Gorgo, warriors shall fight for strife, not not with glory as their end, but to march forward in its light.
Even though death shall eventually separate us, let every embrace we share be without regret.
Why are you guys all so serious? Fine. Then I'll wish for there always to be water in deserts, and gold in fertile soil, and for everything in this mortal realm to be attainable through trickery.
Shall protect the past, present, and future, eternally sustaining life.
Is it my turn? Then let time watch over the past and guide us to the future.
Marge, you sound so unsure of yourself. I
Just
thought you were supposed to be back. You still sound like you're sick. Like you're missing a lot of you, but you re-merged together. Speak with confidence.
Are you hesitating about how to carry out the divine authority of world-bearing? Or do you already know the answer in your heart? That's right. Just keep moving forward. In your own way. Bring a true dawn to Emphorius.
Then, in the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Cavalier will never forget this. And now, let us all embark on this final grand journey. Stand with me and become heroes.
Okay, it does do it by itself. I couldn't remember if we had to do it or not.
Eternal page.
In the legend's ending, the world was pure chaos. Then the gods cast down the core flames, and the Titans were born within. The destruction's black tide fell to the ground as Doomsday's distant reckoning resounded. Yet still, there were giants who chased the flames, leading the way in the grand undertaking of Trailblaze. Flow, golden blood, flow. Converge into a boiling river that flows across the divine inscriptions of this world. Aglaya, the chrysalis of gold, you must caress the holy city's web and hearken to the sounds of the stars. There shall be the three-faced goddess traversing through myriad passages, bearing tidings to you from the universe. Anaxagoras of reason has enough knowledge to refute the world, and to stir up a torrent capable of enlightening all. Go seek the holy maiden who severs dawn from dusk, and let the sky become the slumbering cot from which she wakes. Make him return, mighty-most the lance of fury. Pierce the enemy's king with Kremnos' heroic souls. Set her at rest, Cyphora the coin of whimsy. Command the frozen fate to once again flow. And that hand of Shadow Castress, the master of the River of Souls. She has been granted the right to embrace and to warm new life, now blossoms at her fingertips. You will hear the chalice of plenty reverberating through eternity. You will see the veil of Evernight visiting before the break of dawn. Until the journey's end, when all beings reach the end of the earth. And the nameless new king ascends the throne alongside countless heroes. To embark on the grand mission of deliverance. I have witnessed the distant past, where the blazing sun once etched the footprints of humanity. The children of humanity, known as the Chrysos heirs, have restored the gods' core flames and once more upheld the world. Losses are a constant on the flame-chased journey, among which even life itself holds little value. Therefore, we cast even ourselves into the flame, only to inscribe the opening stroke in the poem of creation.
Of course, this will be a romantic story like none that has come before.
And then finally...
You think so too, right?
Elysia. After all that time, Elysia.
When we get back, let's not leave March 7th out of the loop. Oh,
Okay, cool. So we're actually caught up for once. I don't think we've been caught up on this game since... Ooh. The second leg of Penacony, I think. Because technically we didn't finish the final leg, the third one, when it was new. So well, we were there at the final boss, and then we finished it later. So we're actually caught up. Which means what, in 3-ish weeks? 3 weeks and a couple days or so? We'll be ready for the new content when it's new. That's exciting. Oh, wrong button. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot to actually hit the friend request button when I looked at your stuff earlier. There you go. Wrong button. So we definitely still have backlog stuff we can do. So you can't wait to see how good 3.7 will end up being. Same. It's got a lot to fill. You know, like huge shoes. The expectations are high. I think some people are going to be disappointed no matter what. I think some people will enjoy it no matter what. I think I'll just be relieved that M4 is to be over. But I do hope, like, I'm hoping I enjoy it a lot. I don't want to go in with, like, a negative attitude, because I did really enjoy this whole patch that we just played. So there's no reason I should go into it with a negative attitude. Yeah, but if we look at our missions, we do have Foxy and Tail. We've got Banana. We've got, what's this one? Ying Ching or whatever. I don't know. Oh wait, I remember this. That was the pre-war dance stuff. And that one, I accidentally already started. I didn't want to. But I think we could go back and start that from the beginning at some point. But I've got backlog stuff, so we can still do this. We're just not going to be doing Star Rail every single day like we were on the way to catch up. There's plenty of things to do. And we've got enough Evernight that I'm not really worried about getting a backlog of Jade done. So I could even save some of the previous event stuff to do on Star Rail days. So that's fun. We got a lot of simulated universe stuff. Nothing has beaten 3.4 yet. That's a fair opinion to have. I think I personally enjoyed this one better. But that's a fair opinion to have. But yeah, we've got a lot. Like if we were to go over here, and if we were to look at our simulated universe, there's a lot of stuff to do. So some of the streams might just be us chilling and completing all of this side stuff until new content comes out. We also have Genshin and ZZZ to catch up on. We're not in a rush to catch up on those because we're completely behind on both of them. So that's we'll just chill and take that on the days that we do it. But that also means like maybe 1 or 2 days a week we could do some non-Hoyo stuff too. So that'll be fun. How long have we been going? Let me look. 3 hours. Cool. I'm gonna talk to Cyrene.
No rush. We've still got all the time in the world. Just take it slow. Time will stop for us.
Oh, I don't want to do this stuff right now. Do we have title bounty? Oh, we have simulated universe index rewards talking about. I probably just did something recently. Let's go get our title bounty.
When we get back, let's not leave March 7th out of the loop. All right.
The taste of celestial ambrosia.
Oh, we've got so much. Where did that get us to? 29? Okay. I don't have either of the two sides complete, though, because I have to go back and clean up a lot of stuff. But, like I said, we have enough Evernight. I'm still going to pull. Because what's the point of playing a gacha game if you don't pull? You know, and we could lose a 50-50 and then be on guarantee. That's a total possibility. Other side goes to something like 60 now. I think it only goes to 50, actually. We could check.
I'm so hot.
The orange side, because we're on the blue side now. This one might go to 60, I don't know. But I think the orange only goes to 50. Anything over 50, it's like Clocky's thing. Yeah. Okay. Listen, Basin, you're enjoying that a little too much, okay? You need to calm down. I get it's your only thing. Period. There's nothing else in your existence but the ambrosia, but you need to calm down. Alright, let's burn these 4 pulls. Because for the 4 days or whatever that we're still on this banner, I will still be pulling on this banner. And then we'll just save literally all of our excess for Cyrene, who I believe is the only character in her patch, right? It's the only new character. There's not going to be 2. It's just Cyrene. Like with Rappa. Ooh. Nah, darn, it's not enough. We don't have anything else, right? Yeah. Yep, just her? Cool. Probably would have been the only thing I planned on pulling that patch anyway. But yeah. I think 3 hours is probably a good time to cut it. We finished the chapter. I don't want to push it too much. You can actually save all the other stuff for other streams, like next week. So thank you all for watching. Oh no, we get to look at Evernight while we close out. It's been a hoot catching up on all of this stuff. I don't know what else I'm going to do for the evening, but I'm not doing this. I think. Hopefully. And I'll see you guys probably Monday, I think. I don't intend on streaming during the weekend, but you never know what might happen. See ya.